but a fool would know. You ever thought about some shit that you knew was about to happen, and it really happened? Yeah. Intuition, it's like trying to write when a pencil missing, but you already knew. Or knowing a flower, but it already grew. Or befriending a rapper when he already blew. Means I've been listening, yeah, I've been heard. So don't switch up like you sold 10 birds. We heard the first and the second, homie, you been third. Time to elevate originality. I had you hella straight, mind spinning. In a propeller state, something came up. Oh, it's what you tell a date. Disliking shit so easy, you can sell a hate. Picture the bank being open, but the teller late. Patience is key. We all growing to what we anxious to be. Can't take without facing a fee. What you racing to be? What I look like chasing a cheat. Not keeping it real, just hating to me. It's a fine line. Live yours, I live mine. I'd rather mine wine. We both pacing the climb. Yo, I'm trying to shine. Got no time to be doing time. This my life. We could bet it, I'm getting mines. It's a fine line. Live yours, I live mine. I'd rather mine wine. We both pacing the climb. Yo, I'm trying to shine. Got no time to be doing time. This my life. We could bet it, I'm getting mines. Yeah, I wish Ty was here. Who knows the day when I die is near. I'd rather live my truths than in lies and fear. I know things cause I listen, I got the wisest ear. Old heads told me, either death or the bin. That's why I smoke reefer and split the rest with my friends. I'm no preacher, I'm just expressing my pen. I got them glowing features, I feel at best within. They say it's 600 million in podcasting. I'm broadcasting, so we can all cash in. I'm telling you now, homie, you better get down. Get with me, like when I was selling you pounds. Shit risky, what goes through the mind of a squeegee boy? It's a difference between working and being needy, boy. You better off putting your hands on a Ouija board. The devil got you, but on the other hand, you need the Lord. Fine line, live yours, I live mine. I'd rather mine wine. We both pacing the climb, yo, I'm trying to shine. Got no time to be doing time, it's my life. We could bet it, I'm getting mines, it's a fine line. Live yours, I live mine, I'd rather mine wine. We both pacing the climb, yo, I'm trying to shine. Got no time to be doing time, it's my life. We could bet it, I'm getting mines. I seen it coming a mile away. Ain't nothing sweet over here, put that smile away, I called it. Which number I'm going down today? Life is a game that may take you a while to play, or at least be good at it. It's disappointing when a nigga in your hood ratted. Was all good just a week ago. Crazy when it's your people though. Easy to get, but much harder to keep it though. D'Angelo sold a whole heap of
shit right there, boy. I tell you, man. Welcome to Keep It a Stack Podcast. I got the homie in the building. The homie of the homies homie in the building. The chef. Took it in the ghetto shit. I got the chef in the building, man. Freeney, my dog, my guy. Full circle, the guy started. Crazy, yo. This is it. This is how life goes. Everybody elevating. And before we get to what we're gonna talk about and all that, y'all just wanna ask how y'all mental state. Y'all first.
Yo, what it is? What's going on, my guy?
My guy.
How you been, man? How you doing, man? How's your mental state? Because every time I watch the episodes, I be looking back and like every time he gets through without saying his mental state. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't.
Why nobody want to ask me any questions?
Keep it a thou wow.
It's awesome. You know, my niece baby shower was the day. We just came from that earlier today. You know, blessings to Lila. That's her name. That's, the baby is named Lila. So shout out to JP, JoJo, my nephew-in-law, and my niece, Anna East. And Visions to Life events. Visions to Life events. My wife, holla at them, man. They make your event look very fruitful and delightful. Yes, they really do. I mean, it's not a game. They really put their time, effort, money into this business and make sure your event is going to be beautiful. So, you know, shout out to Visions to Life and shout out to my sister Wanda. You know, she helped put it together. She put it together, you know, for her daughter, which is my niece. So, man, that was a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day today. We're going to end the day off with Keep It a Stack podcast, you know. I work real hard this week, 12 hours a day every day. And I do a podcast.
Keep it a thou wow.
You know, I'm doing a whole bunch of shit. I'm like a Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of jobs out here, man. I gotta get to it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my mental state is I'm at peace with myself right now. You know, I'm blessed.
That's
So,
what it is.
Christmas coming up.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to the family, man. You already know, man. I was relaxing today, just chilling out, though. I was good. I, you know, got some rest. You know, hung out with Bazzy, of course.
Oh, shout out to nephew.
Shout out to the youngin'. You know, man, I feel good, man. I think it's just a great season, man. I'm feeling what's going on right now. Like,
Okay.
in my, you know what I mean, what I got going on, you know what I'm saying, just in general, but just feeling good about life, man. You know what I mean, just enjoying life, you know, having experiences and just making the best out of them, you know, doing cool stuff that you enjoy. I think that's important, man. That's what I try to do. You know what I mean? So I'm cooling.
That's why I asked about people's mental state. 'Cause a lot of people be going through shit and they don't want to really tell you, but you don't have to tell everybody your details of what you're going through, but
Yeah.
just give us the state that you're in, you know, so it might, you know, we might can actually help with the state that you're in, not just your detailed problems, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Chef? How's your mental state? How you been doing? You all right?
I'm Gucci. You
All
know what I
right.
mean? I'm glad you invited me out.
My
you know,
guy.
You know, I be stuck in the house all
All the time.
You know, I don't go out. You know what I mean?
Wrestle this nigga to get out.
Right, definitely got.
I'm honored this guy came out. He really came.
Yeah, man. I almost backed. I said, nah, yo, I
Gotta come through.
can't. Man, I gotta come through.
It ain't
you know?
nothing heavy.
Yeah,
We-
it ain't nothing heavy. I'm only going up
in
Liberty
and
Road.
out. You ain't had to take no equipment. You had to bring no equipment.
And that
You
was
had
the
to
best
set it
thing
up.
about it. That's the best thing about it. I ain't had to bring no equipment with me. Right?
You got your protege, Chaz
Yeah,
Moody.
got my man Chaz, you know what I mean, in the building.
Clap it up
You
for
know,
that.
Look, I gave Chaz, shout out to Chaz. Right?
Yeah,
Yo came past the house one time. I showed them
Tell
how
him,
to
Flay.
work the program. Yo, one
One
time.
time.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I gave this guy a 5-minute crash course. Yeah, I mean, and he ain't called me since. I knew this nigga. I said, this nigga gonna be calling me every 5 minutes.
How you do this?
But, yeah, how you do this? Yo, he got it, yo. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, he
yo.
got it.
Appreciate that.
So, I love stuff like that. And then coming out here,
Mm-hmm.
when he said, yo, you know, I'm out there shooting at county,
Complex.
at county spot.
Shout out to the
you know,
content complex.
The
Yes.
content complex. You know what I mean? I say, yo, I definitely gotta come out there. You know what I mean? I've been watching, I've been seeing, you know, the show. You know, I come out here, it's a beautiful atmosphere out here.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's very creative. And I'm a
Facts.
creative type person. So, you know, as soon as I came in, I felt at home.
Like
You know what I mean? Then,
That's how I felt.
Then you come in here, as
Love
soon as I come in here, County give me the biggest hug.
Yeah.
You feel me? Ever. Then got my man Boise.
Yup.
You know what I mean? In the field, he was chilling. You know what I mean? You ain't seen him in 6-7 months.
Eon.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So you know what I mean?
You
Chaz
got-
in here.
you like you
Her-
home.
Yeah.
You
You
good.
know what I mean? I feel
Good.
good.
You ain't really gone nowhere.
Yeah,
You had to drive. That's all.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's comfortable.
Just had to
They
drive.
got
Nice.
some plush chairs.
on,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Holla at us, man.
Like, so yeah, it's nice out here. And, you know, from starting off in the barbershop, how we did.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Ain't knowing how to use the mics properly. You know what I mean? Just rough and rugged,
Yo,
everything.
we started it from
Yeah.
the trenches.
Yeah,
Shit,
rough and
Mike's
rugged.
not working while we talking. We ain't even know. And they're like, oh, shit.
You know what I mean? We
Mhm.
started off in the barbershop with Herb.
Mhm.
You know, Herb come up the shop, get a cut. You know, he said, yo, I want to do a podcast. You know what I mean?
In fact,
Is that my car?
it might be mine.
Hey, yo. Yeah,
yeah,
speaking
we
of
started
how
off in the barbershop.
coming up,
Yeah, real shit.
So y'all,
We had a
this is-
few locations.
This is coming up. So hold up, y'all did the podcast in the barbershop?
We did it.
Look,
Barber-
Herb
'Cause I
come
ain't
in the
know that.
barbershop. You know, Herb, his usual self. You know what I mean? Ham in the barbershop. You know, Ham, I want to do a podcast. Herb, that's my shit. I've been wanting to, and both of them swear they rappers.
Hey,
You know what I
yo.
mean? Definitely,
Hold
you know what I mean?
up.
So it's like, you know, a battle. So
Keep
I'm
it a
like, yo,
foul
I definitely
wow.
want to do a podcast too.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that same week, Herb texted me whole damn book of shit he wrote down. I said, oh, my nigga serious.
Yeah, did
You
it.
feel me? Like when he texted me, he had a whole book.
Itinerary.
Yeah, my ideas, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, all right, boom, if you're serious, I I just went out. I just started buying equipment.
That's
You know what I mean?
You start buying all kinds of
Shout out to
shit.
Yeah, like all right, let's do it because I seen the potential. I seen him and Ham. Him and Ham. I said, yo, they are. If any two guys, you know what I mean, have a personality for media
To pull it off.
Yeah, y'all are very entertaining. Y'all got so much personality. You feel me? I said these guys can do it. You know what I mean?
We need to do one together too, though.
Yeah,
Like, we're supposed to be doing one together too.
It's just I understand. You know, when I see somebody who actually got it, neither one of y'all are dry.
Exactly.
You feel me? And I know people gravitate towards like Herb will speak on anything, yo.
It don't matter.
Like, you know what I mean? With the same amount of passion. You feel me? Like his passion he got the same amount of passion
That's a fact.
for every topic this nigga speak on, yo.
Fact.
Yo, is it like,
This
yo?
is a fact. I ain't
Keep
gonna
it a
hold you.
thou
Yeah,
wow.
don't slouch
You know?
on nothing.
If I don't know about it, I'll lead myself into knowing something about that
and
shit.
he gonna be passionate about it. Yo, you ever hear this dude talk about playing basketball? Like, yo, you can picture that shit. You feel me? Like, yo, it's crazy, yo. But yeah,
I'm
like,
just a
so,
fountain of truth in a world full of lies.
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but I definitely so yeah, we started off in the barbershop, Chaz. You know what I mean? Not knowing how to work the equipment, you know, everything.
This shit was just like lab rats, yo.
Yeah,
we was
just-
on some lab rat shit.
figuring it out.
Figuring as we go
You know,
along each
tough.
show.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Each
And
show, each show.
And
Next thing
then
you know,
Ham,
yeah.
right? Ham went to some studio.
Yeah.
And he learned some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when he learned some stuff, he brought it back to
Mhm.
us, right? So it just started snowballing from there. And then he
Yep.
brought his engineer up there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Shout out to a guy named Mumbles,
Mm-hmm.
right? And, my man Sean, he was building a restaurant. So
Yep.
he said, yo, Ham, you can shoot in the restaurant, right? So, yeah, and then everybody, it seemed like everybody around us just started pouring into us.
Mhm.
You feel me? So it was like, yo, niggas just kept having to do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they wouldn't let us stop doing it. And even when I stopped doing it, right? Ham kept doing it.
Mhm.
Herb kept doing it.
Mhm.
So it's like, yo, I fell off a month. You dig
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember.
And everybody heard like, yo, we gonna shoot in your basement. Yo, boom, boom, boom.
Then we started
Got me
shooting.
right back into
Start
it. Like,
shooting in
yo,
the
like,
basement and shit.
yeah, so coming through, Chaz, you was there.
So yeah,
You
the
feel
basement.
me?
So the basement is when I think
It was the
I think
pandemic.
when I first saw y'all, but I think no, I seen y'all of course on
Mhm.
Facebook, but y'all was doing it before y'all got on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so when y'all doing it before y'all got on Facebook, y'all was just doing it just straight there, just recording live. What y'all was doing?
No, we was cool recording it live on Facebook.
Oh,
Mm.
We never
live
got
on Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh,
we ain't get
okay.
on
That's
YouTube.
YouTube. We never went to YouTube. We just was doing it on Facebook, and we was getting like shit, 600 views.
Mhm.
We was doing it. It was consistent. Then the pandemic happened,
Mhm.
and then the board had broke. The roadcaster had broke.
No,
July-
not. We was shooting in the basement.
Yeah, we was shooting in the basement.
And that's when we was doing the show. It was me and you.
Yeah, I know.
And we was doing
We was doing
and that
it-
was a nice show.
That's
I ain't
when-
gonna lie.
that's
that
when-
was a nice show.
No, that's
me
when
and
I
Herb
started
had it
watching.
clicking, yo.
Yeah, we
That's
was
when I
talking about a
started
lot of
watching. That's when me and my lady was watching.
Yeah,
we started
everybody-
getting into
yeah,
it, and we was tuned in.
Yeah.
And we would look forward to it, and it was like every Tuesday we was on it.
Yeah.
We had
So
it was
that's when it started
consistent.
snowballing. That's when it was like, all
Yo,
right,
we
y'all
never
got some.
like missed a Tuesday.
Mhm.
Like it was consistent. Then the pandemic happened. We were still doing it. And then the roadcaster broke. And then it was just a lot of just shit that
Right,
started
right.
happening.
Right.
So then, we fell off on that tip, and then Star picked it up.
Mhm.
And we was doing it and all that. And then,
And of course,
You know,
elevated
you know
to
how
the
that
stir
happened.
to the situation.
but now
with
we
that.
back. Look, and then full circle.
Now that's what I was just getting to. The
Patience
full
is
circle
key, though.
moment. Patience is key. Shout out to the episode
Consistency
today.
at the
Patience is
same
key.
time.
It is
You
coming
can't
together.
rush them. Like he said, we was just starting out. We was lab rat and everything. We was just figuring it out as each show went along. Like it was, we'll watch one show like, all right, I know what to do better than that. We'll both have critiques about what the show was,
Mhm.
and then he'll fix whatever it was, and it'll be better the next time. It just, now,
Oh, man.
fuck all that. My man got the shit called Pseudo Killers, man. PK, man.
Yeah.
Pseudo Killers, PSEUDO Killers, man. It's on YouTube. That shit is amazing. I love the show. 'Cause it's like a lot of different perspectives coming from like 6 different gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's a whole live chat in there, and everybody got their own opinions. Everybody got their own. If you know what pseudo means, first and foremost, if you know what pseudo actually means, the word pseudo means not genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. It's cap.
Right.
As the young kids would say, cap.
Capping ass
You
niggas.
a lot of cap. So pseudo killers mean they shooting down that lying shit that y'all spewing out here in this world. You know, because a lot of lies are being spread and the truth need to be told. So I enjoy they show, Pseudo Killers. Everybody go check that show out on YouTube. Go subscribe, share, hit the like, notification button. It ain't for everybody, but it's for people that really want to know about, you know, their heritage and the black plight and the African plight and just a lot of knowledge. It's not even really about one thing because it turns into a lot of other things when you're actually watching the show. So
it go where it need to go.
It go where
it need to go.
I was watching last night for like 3 hours, like really chiming in and all that.
Yeah, definitely.
So shout out to Pseudo Killers, man, the PK guys, man.
Definitely, and I definitely on the show when I shoot, I'm redoing my studio room, so I ain't been shooting in my studio room. But when I'm in my studio room, I actually play Keep It a Stack.
Yeah, he played the song and all that shit. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Because
Because it's already loaded in my board. You feel me, from when we were shooting. You know what I mean? So I definitely opened up the show with that song.
Did.
You dig what I'm saying?
You did,
And I still owe her a video.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yes, please.
I know.
Especially for that song.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Like a
for
lot of
the
people
song.
love that song.
Yeah,
For some reason, they
yo,
really
and
love that
and
song.
I definitely,
You gotta keep it a thou wow.
check this out. I got footage.
Keep it a thou
but I
wow.
don't even want to use it.
You got better at something. You didn't got
You feel
the
me?
nigga didn't got better at
Like,
some
and
shit.
when I
already
look
know.
at it, I be like, I
Nah.
can't give him this footage.
Nah, you want some.
You feel me? Like, even though we had great concepts.
We did.
You dig what I'm
we
saying?
did.
Yo, we got
And where was that?
the weather.
Yo.
Like, we changed seasons.
Yo.
Yo, man, come on, her.
We did.
Yo, we changed seasons.
That
yo.
video will be crazy.
The video will be crazy. Yo, we got a video of yo down North Avenue, right?
Yep.
In the snow.
Yeah.
It's snowing.
Yep.
You feel me?
That shit hard.
We down North Avenue in the snow. You feel me? We
got the one in the
we did-
summertime. When I got the AI shit on.
yeah, we at Leon Day.
Yep.
You feel me?
Damn.
We down Leon Day Park down the junction.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? We on that all the way down north in Utah.
You
dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep.
We got some shit. Where else
We down Maryland. I'm not Maryland. Federal Hill. We
down.
near Canton and,
Man, look,
and
we
Fells Point.
no, that's Federal Hill.
Yeah, Federal Hill.
Coming
Federal.
up the, you know what I mean?
With the art.
Yeah, where the art shit at.
at.
Yeah, man. We right. What's that?
I forgot what that shit is.
Oh damn.
Near
yo.
Boston Street or something?
No, we right there at
Forgot what street that is. Everybody know where that little bin at. And that
Yeah. By the
crystals
Leg
and shit.
Mason building.
With the crystals and all
with
that
the-
shit.
Yeah, we right across from the Leg Mason building.
Yeah, you got some good
You dig
ass
what I'm
footage.
saying? Shit hard and shit. We got that shot. We got the shot up at the bar.
Damn.
That now I definitely want to use that because that shit hard.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? That shit hard.
Nothing that-
You know what I mean?
We got the Wrangler out. We got the red Wrangler out on that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we got the shot at the bar right there at the little trap apartment.
Downtown. I mean, I'm down bottom.
Yeah,
Dofield.
exactly.
Bottom of
You know what I mean? That shit look crazy. That shit look like,
So what you want to do? You want like do 2 more scenes and then
Man,
I got a
look.
whole.
add a couple more?
Y'all
Cause that Keep It a Stack video has to be done.
man, that
gotta
shit.
get
Look,
people.
and then I seen some rapper, I know Chaz probably know. It's some little rapper that blew up. He just put out a whole video that he shot on his iPhone.
Damn.
Shit was hard as
Good
shit.
as shit, don't it?
Shit was hard as shit. Yo, he
Yo,
did the
son,
whole
iPhone.
video on his iPhone.
Damn.
I'm like, I want to do that.
Damn.
You feel me? Just to challenge myself.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying?
He did it.
Like, yo, he did it. And you can't even tell us a goddamn iPhone.
I know
yo.
you like, nigga, I know I can
You
do
feel
it.
me?
He did it.
Like, yo, the nigga did the whole video
Yeah,
on his
iPhone.
iPhone, yo.
You know, a lot of people have done that though.
Yeah.
Low key, but you don't know who did it until they tell you. You gotta figure it out.
I think
Yeah,
Beyonce did a video
She might have did.
shot on an iPhone.
She might have
You
did.
can do it. You can definitely do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, that's
It's like
crazy.
The camera's the same, not the same, but it's a great camera.
It's a
Good
great
camera.
camera. You know what I mean?
And the
Man,
angles,
like the
you,
best.
and the angles, you know what I'm saying?
Get one of them pods that hold your joint up.
Yeah.
You move it
Yeah,
around.
man.
You get one of them. You shoot the joint out anytime
Look.
you want to shoot a video.
That shit like a damn $1 million video.
Yeah, you can do the shit anytime.
Get it with
If
a
somebody
iPhone.
edit it, it should go look amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, so it's
I need a
definitely
13. I'm about to get a 13 and just
Right.
start shooting
There you
videos.
go.
Right. Look, because there's a lot of stuff we can do.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff we can do. And yo, just coming out here,
Get you back into your arts mode.
yeah,
yo.
I feel, you know what I mean?
It's-
I told you, I wrote a post not too long ago. I said, yo, I can't lie to you. I can't hang around people that's not creative. Like, I just can't be around uncreative people right now, yo.
Right.
Not saying that I don't want to be around you. I'm just talking about like hanging with you. I can't hang with you for hours or whatever, yo, and we're not doing nothing creative or something
Right.
artsy or something,
Right.
you know, some idea that's into fruition. Unless we watching a game or something.
Mhm.
Cool. That's what we do. That's what niggas do. But far as like, I don't have a lot of time as it is. So when I do got some time, I be wanting to do some creative shit that I love to do. Like stuff that fulfills my needs. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, and you one of the guys that I like to do that with because I already know you're an artsy person, and I'm just here to keep the inspiration in you because I know you fall off a little bit on your artsy shit.
Yeah, definitely.
When I know you love the arts,
Facts.
that's what you
Facts.
really, really love to do. But you know, people just, you know, you gotta make time.
You gotta make
It's
time
all
for it
about
because,
the time.
Yeah, because life, you know, we
do a lot.
We grown ass men. We still-
Grown ass
like,
bills,
and we still be trying to run around.
and it's you can't.
Like we still, you know what I mean?
Like we young.
Nah, it ain't like, man.
Our kids are getting
Yeah,
older, and
Exactly.
you know,
You know what I mean? So
yeah. So this is a start. Like where we at right
I
now.
love it.
This right here will bring you back to
I love it. My photography. I talk to town. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing my shoots out here.
perfect.
You know what I mean? Just to be around. And County a helpful dude. So
yeah,
there's
county
some stuff that I need to tighten up on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So definitely, you know,
That's a business phone.
Yeah,
Business phone
Shout out to the
ringing.
content
Shout out to the
complex.
Content Complex. We got business
Shout out
phone.
to the content complex. This is the premier place to do your content, whatever you like. We got it right here, man.
This
We
is
got
it, man. I don't know where
Music
y'all going at or where
videos,
y'all want to go at.
Podcast,
But this is where y'all need to be at, man. Content Complex.
studio.
Yes, got everything.
mhm.
You can throw family events, kiddie events, photography, videography, all that type of good stuff, man. Anytime, anything that you want to do as far as creativity, you know what I'm saying? This is the place to be. Yo.
Yeah, y'all did a good job out here. This shit nice.
Real
You
nice.
feel me?
Real
Like, yo,
nice.
it got everything in here.
There's nothing it ain't got.
Yo.
Even got a boutique when you first walk
Yeah,
in.
got
You can buy some merch.
Man, he got the boutique in the front.
In the front.
He got 6 and 7 studio rooms, man. We in one.
You can make a movie in this.
Right,
bitch.
this
Movie.
is one studio room
Studio.
right here.
You can, yep, real
He got
talk.
a studio room. Then he showed me 3 other rooms, right? That, man, he got a whole Vlad TV
Yup.
interview room
Mm.
set up. Like, if y'all want to come, man, come on, man. Spend some money, you know what I mean, with a
Yeah.
young black brother, you know what I mean, that's putting media out there.
And
You know
he's
what I
been
mean? For
putting
the
media
city-
out
For the
there.
city. Definitely.
He was one of the first niggas in
Definitely.
Baltimore putting out media and DVDs and shit like that, like Smack. You know what I'm
You want
saying?
to record a song or anything,
Here.
come out here.
We got the
He
we got
do
the
it.
engineer, mix and master, all that.
Got everything. And he a dope videographer.
Yep.
Right?
Facts.
He'll shoot you a video, you know what I mean? Music, anything. Commercial music video. You know what I mean?
Go watch I Love Hip Hop on New York. I mean, on YouTube. Heat Rock Scholar has a song called I Love Hip Hop. And County did that video. We was down Lexington Market and all that shit. Down Mon Dangerous and all that. Yo. So, I mean, that's like, you know, years ago videos. He didn't got even better since. So, you know.
Classic.
Yeah. But, you know. But yeah. My guy Freeney. I got my guy Freeney in the
Facts.
building, man. We want to get into a couple of little topics today, but yo, tell everybody about your show, yo. Pseudo Killers. Like, what made y'all start that?
Pseudo Killers started.
How did that come about?
All right, Pseudo Killers started is we have like a, how do I say it? My man Unc West, Shout out to the pseudo
Shout out to
killers.
Unc, man.
Yeah. Baltimore official. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Based in Atlanta now. You know what I mean? He been big in the media world, right? Had a couple different YouTube channels. He started off on Blog Talk Radio, called The God Killer, right? The Real Black Atheist. I just love the name of it. You feel?
Damn, nigga.
The Real Black
And he
Atheist.
stand on that
you know
shit.
what I mean? The God Killer, right? So been watching him for years.
Gotcha.
Right? And then you know how when you talk to somebody, y'all got people in common. You know what I mean? Cause yeah, I know this person. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm from up here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you from there?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you know this
familiar.
person. Oh damn. You know
Familiarity.
what I mean? We right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
So but after watching his content, he had a channel called, he had the Real Black Atheist. He still got that channel, Real Black Atheist on Fire. And also the Armin Raw Squad, right? On your Egyptian shit. You feel me? That we could lead into.
That's gangster.
Right? And he has a tennis shoe line.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing. I ain't know that.
Yeah. Unc got a tennis shoe
Damn,
line.
I ain't know that.
Right?
That's
On some
cool.
Egyptian shit again.
For real.
It's called Abjuwear.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. yo.
Abjuwear. I'm about to fuck you up
Send
with
me
this.
that link,
Yeah.
yo.
Look, I'm about to fuck you up with this, right? So he got a pair of tennis called the Lucille Parks.
This nigga really going too hard. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Got the Lucille Parks. You dig what I'm saying?
Yo really called it?
Yeah, he called them the Lucille Parks. You dig what I'm saying?
I ain't know
I
that.
said I'm getting them just off the
Just
strength of that.
Just of that.
You
Just
feel
because of
me?
that.
Just off the strength of that.
I ain't even know.
Send me a pair.
I ain't know doing it like that.
Yeah, he said just off the strength of that, but he got his own shoe company.
That's what's up.
You dig what I'm
That's
saying?
what's up, yo.
He got a store,
I love
right,
that.
down in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and he got his own shoe company,
Damn.
right?
He doing
that
it.
shit big. Black-owned shoe
That's
shoe
big
company.
boy shit.
You dig what I'm
That's
saying?
big boy shit.
So,
Support that.
yeah, support that. Abjuwear. You know what I mean? He in the chat right now. You know what I mean?
Support that,
Hey, Unc, if you can, you know, drop the link.
Put a link up.
You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. For Abjuwear.
This show is about fashion. That's part of the show
People
too.
gonna go back and watch this show.
Hell yeah.
So when people go back and watch this show from Baltimore, I want them to see, you know what I mean? Because you got a Baltimore crowd. You feel
Support.
me?
Support.
And see what the difference is, your people go back and watch his show afterwards.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
See, a lot of Baltimore niggas don't know how to watch a live show.
Yeah,
You dig what I'm
you
saying?
really watch it
We
live.
gotta catch up, yo.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We gotta learn how to catch up in this city.
I'm into podcasts, so I'm
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta be into that really, like to watch it
Exactly.
live. Hit you when it hits
Yeah.
your phone and you know what I mean.
That's important. And shout
It
out
is.
shout out to us. We on a Spotify right now. You feel me?
Spot to
the latest,
Filzy. Audio is up.
latest episode is up.
My man, so
What's
I got
on your
my man
mind,
told me I
me,
got to talk to the
Blizzy?
mics more. So you see me, I'm up on his mic. You
Right.
hear me?
Audio is crucial.
Audio is crucial. It's like keep it a thou wow. That's how Joe Rogan got 100 million. It's really off audio. It wasn't off his visuals.
Yeah. So we on Spotify right now, man. Go ahead, download that. Keep
Yeah.
it a stack podcast.
All right, so yeah, so check it. So he was doing a show called Real Black Atheist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he was on one of his channels, I think it was called the Armin Raw Squad,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he had a debate. He had a debate called Kemet on Trial.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had a whole debate called Kemet on Trial.
That's my alley right there. I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
get
yeah,
in. I
yeah.
need to see that. What?
And when they had this debate, it was Kemet, guys who was into studying the history, the culture,
Mhm.
you know what I mean, the language,
Yep.
you know what I mean, the religious philosophy of ancient Egypt, right?
Exactly.
Against another group of guys who studied the Bible, right? Called the Hebrew Israelites,
It is
right? The Hebrew Israelites. So it was the Hebrew Israelites challenging, you know what I mean?
That is crazy.
It was the Hebrew Israelites challenging the guys who was teaching and bringing forth the ancient Egyptian, you know what I mean?
Where it started.
History. Yeah.
Where it started.
Right.
The foundation.
Right. So it was more of a thing where it was ancient African civilization, right, versus Asian or other people shit that we picked up from being enslaved.
Gotcha.
The reason why we read the Bible and understand anything about the Bible is because of our enslavement. You dig what I'm saying?
And that's what they taught us.
Right. So they saying, look, all this Bible stuff and everything, Africans had their own ways and concepts.
It was like their own Christianity.
Yeah, but
before Christianity.
Yeah, before the Bible.
Before the Bible.
You dig what I'm saying? So they had that debate. And after that debate, somehow he had did a show and he put the link in the chat the way we do on the Pseudo Killers. Right? And when he put the link in the chat, I end up hitting the link. You already know I study. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So,
like, all right. The rabbit hole.
Yeah. So when we got on there, we just, everybody just was on there. It was a couple of us that end up being on there who was hitting on all cylinders.
Got you.
So, we, after that, we end up exchanging information. Like, yo, we might need
y'all impressed on.
Yeah, we might need to do something. You dig what I'm saying? Like, yeah, boom, boom, boom. So,
impressed.
Yeah, ever since then, we hooked up. We started doing shows on the Armin Raw Squad, the Real Black Atheist channel, right? And then Unc said, man, look, we got a nice little thing going. You feel me?
Start some shit.
Let's start our own joint and branch off from.
That's how the panels. Yeah. That's how the panels start.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So we all got in the war room. Broke some stuff down. Started the channel. You feel me? Me being, as techie
tech
as I
savvy.
am.
I'm about to say tech savvy.
You know what I mean? I felt as though that was my strong.
Yeah, you gonna go, let me lead this.
Yeah.
Let me take this part. I got this.
Even though I don't be wanting to, I don't.
Yeah, you just do it.
You know what I'm saying? I just do it. I get bullied into that. You feel me? Because I just want to sit back and talk shit. Like here, I feel good because I ain't got to be behind the camera.
Yo, you gonna let that shit go for 8 hours, nigga. He come in, go out, come in, go out. I can hear the damn clippers in the background and shit. This nigga working. Yo, that shit. Yo, lunchtime, that shit be lit.
Yeah.
Should be like over 100-something people in the chat room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over 2,000 people, you know what I mean? Watch the shit.
Shows get, you know what I mean?
That shit be dope,
but
man.
Yeah, so when we hooked up, we started doing that. I just started pressing the gas. You feel me? Bringing everything that I knew to podcasting and videography and audio. I said, I'm going to just make sure, these guys got a platform to really get their information out there.
That shit working.
That's what I want to do. Like, even though I study and I feel as though I got a voice, you know what I mean? I respect them guys enough. I feel like they can handle the information and I can sit back and just handle the board. Gotcha. I trust their information. You dig what I'm saying?
They not spitting out no pseudo shit.
Yeah. I mean, they do. They do. You know what I mean? And every now and again, I got to come through, smack them up. You know what I
mean? Y'all niggas funny. Where my man American Dream? Where y'all find him at?
Man, that's a wild
that's my nigga. Yeah. He make the show funny as shit.
No, that man got problems.
He be so serious. He be so serious about his points. He makes some good points, but sometimes
he fuck it up because he racist.
Yo, that's where he fuck up at. He don't make a good ass point. I'm like, oh, he do got a point there, but then he'll say some old goofy shit behind that point. And I'd be like, I don't know if he trolling or I don't know if he just trying to challenge y'all. I don't know, but shout out to the whole Pseudo Killer family, man. Y'all niggas could be having me going through in the day, man. I'm telling you, you catch him at lunchtime. It'll be 12 o'clock. Eat your little lunch, you know what I'm saying? Right. You might have to go back to work, but look, check this out. They gonna be still going while you working, nigga.
Gonna still be going.
You gonna go back to your phone like, oh, these niggas really still talking shit. See, I work and drive all day, so I can listen to these niggas. I put the aux on, you know what I mean? Just ride and just be tripping off these niggas. But, everybody go shout out Pseudo Killers and go share and subscribe and hit the like and notification, all that good shit, man. You know how that podcast shit work, man. Shit is dope, yo. But yeah, man. I got my man Freeney in the bill. We're gonna go into these topics. We gonna take it back in time, yo. The little shit me and him used to do. Yo, we used to talk about Godfather of Harlem and all that type of shit, out shows and shit. That shit dope. See how that shit ended?
Yeah.
Shit gonna be crazy next season. I think next season gonna be crazy. It's gonna get even deeper. You know what I'm saying? But the last few shows that's been out, you been checking BMF out?
Nope.
BMF, you gotta check out. That's a dope show. About Big Meech.
You seen BMF yet?
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
I ain't want to watch it.
Why? Go ahead. Let us know.
I ain't want to watch it. I feel as though that, you know, we glorify too much.
That lifestyle.
Yeah. And I felt as though that was just a glorification. You dig what I'm saying? It was too much glorification.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because it was based on a true story. You feel me? I watch Power.
Yo, Tariq,
right?
you watching
I'm
Tariq?
watching
Yo,
Tariq.
that shit good,
but
yo.
Kanan
is that.
Yo.
That's the one. No, Raising Kanan the one.
Kanan
they know
dope as
that.
fuck. You know
Even
what I
the
mean?
clothes, all that shit.
Everything.
Everything.
You know that's our art.
Yeah, that's our
We was
art.
in high school
Yeah,
and-
that's why
you know what I mean?
that's why I think we love it more.
Yeah. Raising
We can
Kanan.
relate to that shit.
Yeah, that's
Raising Kanan the one. Everybody
we
wait
can
for
relate
next
to
season.
Everything about, you know what I mean? So
Dope. Yeah, that show was dope. That's
you know,
a dope ass show.
When I first said, you know, I ain't want to watch BMF, I got into a big argument with Mikey and them.
Oh shit.
And cause they like, yo,
I wish
but
I
you
was there.
they like, yo, but you like Raising Kanan. I'm like, but that's fictional.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, black people can have fictional stories like anybody else.
Yeah, why
You
not?
dig what I'm saying?
They-
Why
they
not?
do it all the time,
We can have
man.
an imagination.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? Like anybody else.
Exactly.
Right? But I felt as though BMF was a glorification
Of what
you
they
dig what I'm
did
saying?
and
Of reality.
of what they
Something
actually
that's,
did.
Right. And something that's negative in our
like
community.
Rambo is fictional.
It's fictional.
So we watching Rambo like, oh, that shit is hard.
Exactly.
But we know that nigga ain't do all that shit.
Exactly.
Piercing bullets and
Exactly. Now, if it was an actual white man who just kept going back to Vietnam, killing fucking chinks, you feel me? Like, now that's racist. Like, why did this white man just
real shit.
he can't get over Vietnam? He just keep
keep
going back. The war over.
First Blood,
Yeah, and
Part
he just
3.
keep going back,
Yeah.
killing
Keep it a
Asians.
foul wow.
Like, now that's racism. You feel me?
Asian hate.
Yeah, it's Asian hate.
And that was in the 80s.
You know what I mean?
And that was in the 80s.
So.
And they got the law now.
Yeah, so like you said,
That movie wasn't fly.
it's fictional.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we can all
was.
get behind a fictional story.
Terminator, like-
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Like it's fictional. Like
So Raising Kanan and Power and all of that, it's
fictional.
You know what I mean? Even the way that they talk about drugs on Power
And how they do it
and
and how they
Raising
did it
Kanan,
and how-
you know it's fictional.
Like, hold up.
You dig what I'm saying?
But it's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything don't even connect.
You right.
You dig what I'm saying?
You right.
My distro. Like, don't nobody talk
like that.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
My district.
The lawyer told him, the lawyer told you
feel
Method
me?
Man told Tariq when he came to him, I need $500K.
You're like, what
Liquid.
the fuck?
What? And this Lord's boy,
He's gonna
back.
get all this.
Like,
I got you. I
no,
took all this shit my father to him.
it don't work like that. You know what I
You
mean?
seen that meme when they say
So that's-
Tariq can get everywhere in the world.
Yo,
by just
Tariq
walking
is like
and he
the,
ain't got no
he
car.
like
he just-
born. He like
just pop up.
born identity.
Yeah, that nigga just pop up with a fly ass outfit on
In a book bag.
In a book bag.
Now you got the white boy doing all his dirty work.
Hey,
This nigga's handling hundreds of thousands of dollars
Yes.
in an Uber.
Yo.
You feel, or however the fuck he get around.
You see the little
dig what
slick
I'm
shit they
saying?
using the
Hey,
wall
yo.
down for all the drugs and they going in.
Yeah, see,
That
it's
shit's
fictional.
crazy. They couldn't do
You'll
that.
go to jail.
So
Like,
to your point with the BMF, like showing how like he was growing up and slinging in the house and he getting put out and how he having trouble with his
real
mom
shit.
and his father having trouble. They had mad at him because you know what I'm saying. Like
No, it's some real shit on
he out there,
BMF.
he out there paying the rent and all that, and he getting mad about it. This is my house type of thing.
we understand that
so
story.
you're saying, yeah. So you're
Yeah,
saying
it's
like
like,
showing
we know
that.
that
You think
story.
just showing that is just that's what it is. That's what you're saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think it's a good story to show. I mean, it is real. I mean, so somewhat, of course, authentic. But I'm just saying, like, he's still alive. But it's just like it was a great anticipation, knowing that he's been through that and knowing that this is a good, like the writing The acting was tough. Like it was it's dope.
See, no, but look, see, Freeney's. I understand Freeney's point. Is basically he's saying he probably think, yeah, it might be a good 50 doing it, so it's probably is going to be good. The writing's probably great, everything, the cinematics and all that. But he is like he's trying to push back against that type of shit. You know, like the true story of a BMF. Okay, these niggas was getting a whole bunch of money, but can y'all really tell the actual story? How many people died and got killed and all that shit to get that money? They ain't gonna be able to do that. They wanted to make that fictional because these guys are still trying to get the fuck home off of the case that they, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you basically glorifying the drug dealer.
We're glorifying.
No matter the story.
It's a horror story.
It is.
Like if you grew up in the late 80s, in the 90s, that crack epidemic, right? That was a horror story for the black community. It's nothing good came from that.
Nothing.
You know, when you live through something, you don't realize how bad it was till you look back on it. And then being from Baltimore, we are in a heroin city, right? So the how people feel as though crack devastated their community. We've been devastated because of heroin. And people don't get off of heroin.
At all.
People get off of crack. Cocaine is recreational.
Heroin is
But heroin is devastating. That shit is a sickness.
It's a sickness.
You know what I mean? We laughed at crackheads. You don't laugh at no damn heroin addict.
Yeah.
They sick.
Yes,
you feel me?
Only time you laugh at a heroin addict is when they about to fall.
Yeah.
This is just funny.
Like,
but other than that, we don't really laugh at it. We don't laugh at that.
Man, come on,
Because we really look at it like it's sad. Like, damn, yo.
They gone for the rest of their life.
Yeah, you're right, yo.
Rest of their
and
life.
we seen it so much. It's like, I don't like looking at that shit all the time. Because we lived around that shit. Valves all over the fucking basketball court and all that shit. Needles.
Like, you got clean needles.
That shit up before the hoop. And football,
before you play football.
Yeah, I know.
We used to have to go through. Look, that's a heroin city.
Right,
we used to have to go through the field before we play football with paper bags because you better not let a drug needle stick you. You'll catch AIDS. Like these are the things that kids in the 80s, you know what I mean, in
90s.
Baltimore had to deal with.
Every day.
Every day. You would come outside, right? And that field and that court that you cleaned off was littered full of drug paraphernalia all over again. So at nighttime,
that's crazy.
What the hell happened?
That's crazy.
What did they used to have? Parties?
Yeah, like a dope party and shit, a crack and heroin party.
Yo, shit was me crazy.
No, you're right though, because we wouldn't see it. We wouldn't see them on the court doing it. But every time we woke up and went to the court, it was there.
You had to every day. You won't play football because remember.
That's why. Because you know why? Now that I know about drugs and all that. Because they do heroin and shit early in the fucking morning. Before we even wake the fuck up.
They go,
so they didn't already got
shop
high.
open. They go
straight there to the closest spot where nobody can get them at. And that's where they do it at. It's fucked up that they did it around where the kids go at and shit. But, you know, they got a sickness. They got to get high anywhere they want or where they need to be at. And that's just the shit.
Yeah, so that BMF stuff, that crack epidemic, you know what I mean?
Trigger a person.
Yeah,
looking at
and it
shit.
will, but like, you know, being from a heroin city, you know what I mean? We witnessed that, you know what I mean, where people didn't get off. You know what I mean? Still, we got, you know, methadone clinics all over Baltimore City, right? Where these people just been getting high for so long, they can't even get off. Their bodies are shut down. They're dying. You feel they're dying? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're chemically dependent for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? So that BMF stuff, like, yo, I look at drugs a little bit, you know, different from that angle.
No, that's a good way to look at it, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a horror story.
You're not easily entertained.
Yeah, like
that's basically what you're saying.
I seen my whole family, you know,
suffer from
drug addiction. You dig what I'm saying?
You might want to keep looking at
you know,
shit.
I seen my father, you know, dealt with that shit. You know what I mean? Up until the day he died. You know what I mean? So yeah, that shit ain't no joke to me. Like, and I don't like to see that shit glorified because what we don't see, right? We see the money, right? And we glorify the very few that end up, you know, making a lot of money off of it. But we don't see the devastation that it caused. Right?
Families.
Like for that one father to be able to take care of his kids, right, is 50 other fathers that strung out on that shit and not taking care of their kids. So we glorify the one that sell it and can take care of his kids and drive fancy cars when it's 50 other ones, right, for each one.
They don't show that part.
You don't show that part.
They show one or two, but they don't show like the whole, tribe of people that got hooked on that shit.
It's crazy.
And he made the money off of them.
Off them.
Devastating their lives and just, stepping over what the fuck they got going on just because he got the product.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy.
That's an ill way of looking at it.
That's crazy. So BMF and stuff like that, like I said, like Herb said, and you said, I definitely think, 50 definitely could do a good job. I think if anybody, they can hire the right actors. You know what I mean? I think they probably did a hell of a job writing. You dig what I'm saying? All of that. I'm not taking away from their talent. You dig what I'm saying? Like, yeah, black people being talented, being able to put on screen productions. You know what I mean? I'm for all of that. You know what I mean? But it seemed like they get a budget more.
It's just
to do.
Yeah.
That fuck up our mentality.
It's just like the music, right? It's just like rap music, right?
How many scripts you think that they turned down to pick up that script? How many talented young writers, right? Right, that then wrote probably amazing fucking scripts.
That's what.
And they looked at that shit and say, black people ain't into that.
But it's like,
see, they thinking black people not even. It's a white executive who's sitting up there saying black people ain't gonna be into that.
Not even knowing that we might be into it. You never know.
They gonna be into this drug story.
But that's what I'm saying. Same about music. Like they'll push and put millions of dollars behind the bullshit, they're not going to do it behind you get Kendrick, you get your J. Cole once, you don't get a bunch of them, you get a few of them. And they're that good, you have to put money behind them because suburban white kids are going to fucking support that. They love that too. But all the other, the trap shit, the fuckery, the drugs, the spills and all that shit, they'll shove millions of dollars into that shit. And, they go to that festival, they're going to make a lot of money off of pushing poison into our kids' ears and on YouTube and come on now. I mean, I love, I love all music, but I know the fuckery.
Right.
I know what niggas be saying and pushing and what these kids is like hypnotized listening to and start acting like these niggas.
Hold on, but do they even listen to lyrics?
They do, because they know the whole song.
No, because we used to internalize our lyrics.
Because know why? Because the lyrics was delivered differently back then.
Okay.
Now it's just about motherfucker, shoot him. So it's like it's hypnotizing. It's like it's a great beat. The beat is so hard, and then the nigga just, I guess, riding the beat perfectly. He might not even be saying nothing lyrically, but they remember every goddamn thing he said. There's nothing that's conscious about it. It's just straight up bang bang, shoot 'em up. And you might have some songs like, all right, NBA YoungBoy. He might have a great song. He might be talking some heartfelt shit. But for the most part, my nigga, he's talking about spinning the block, banging on whoever. Woo woo. We know. Let's just keep it a stack. You know what I mean?
That's what that's what music is.
But that's the same thing with BMF, the scripts that being pushed. 50, no. You know how much money we make off this shit?
Exactly.
It has to go out there. This script and it works for 6 years now. 5-6 years. This ain't no shit that he just thought about yesterday. This shit's been in the works. So it's like they know, they push it out there to see if anybody actually wants to watch it. And then, all right, we got some traction. People do want to see BMF.
Right.
So a couple years later now, oh damn, we starting to get actors. Now a year after that, now they pushing BMF is coming out next year. So now it's like it's like an anticipation of ready to watch some drug shit.
Yeah.
And niggas like and white people like to watch drug shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't
just, I mean crime
period.
Yeah, crime.
You see them crime podcasts?
Listen.
You watch them crime podcasts?
Crime cells. Like before they was making the black movies about The Godfather.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
We love that shit.
And that's white people enjoying their crime stories.
You're right.
You feel me?
You're right.
That's white stories. You know what I mean?
And Italians was killing each other just like black people. They don't talk about it.
They go back, they was making movies and stuff about Al Capone and them. Before The Godfather and all of that, you know what I mean? They love their crime story.
And all that shit,
those people was I
love Boardwalk Empire.
That
shit was amazing. That was an amazing show. You know what I'm
Boardwalk
saying?
Empire was hard.
Boardwalk
Yeah, man.
Empire was hard. yo.
Amazing
That's one of my
show.
favorite shows of all
Yeah,
time.
amazing show. So don't get me wrong. Like even we watch The Godfather of Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
But see, there's a lot of stuff in Godfather.
A
of
lot.
Harlem, right?
A lot.
You know what I mean?
It's
you
our
know,
plight.
Yeah.
It's really our plight
man.
and how we gonna come out of what the fuck that's going on in that city of Harlem and the
Yeah.
world, period. But
Mhm.
you know, it's based in Harlem, but that's what was going on in Baltimore also.
Yeah.
All that shit was that they heard when
They had the Baltimore niggas come up there. You know what I mean? The cop the, you know, so it's
so but
Baltimore is intricate in all of that,
yeah,
right?
we got
And-
the biggest port on the
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Coast.
yeah. So it's very intricate in all of that.
Mhm.
Even when you watch Boardwalk Empire,
Yep.
you know what I mean? One of the main
Jersey
dudes,
right there.
you know what I mean, was from
Yeah,
Baltimore.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The nigga with the goals in his mouth.
Yep,
You know
yep,
what I mean?
yep.
He came up from Baltimore.
That's real
You know what I mean? They the white girl, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He said, yo, she gone down to Baltimore.
Yep.
So they kept mentioning it,
Yep.
you know what I mean, back and forth.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. So it's, you know,
Tony Montana chick was from Baltimore.
you know what I mean? Not motherfucking
Real shit. She
Al
said.
Capone used to live here.
Yeah, he lived in Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah,
Yep.
he lived on Park Heights.
I know. Yep, that's real shit.
He lived on Park Heights and he lived on Pimlico Road.
That's real
He
shit.
had 2 addresses in Baltimore City when he came home from Alcatraz.
Ain't that some
You
shit?
feel me? So, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, we
It just ain't for you, yo. Ain't nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
yo. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's great reviews, you know. I watched it. BMF is a good show, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. Raising Kanan is a better show.
yeah,
Raising Kanan is to me right now has got the like Ozark until it come back on.
Man, I
Yeah, I
think
was
they got
gonna
rid of
say-
Ozark.
No, they said it's coming. They said the COVID backed them up, and
And that's white
they
crime.
said they're shooting 20 episodes for the last it's the final episode.
Okay,
final
final
season.
Okay.
So they're gonna do 20 episodes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fiending. So
Yeah,
I mean,
see, that's
I've
white
been
crime.
looking,
You
yeah.
dig what I'm saying? So I
laundering $500 million in
Yeah.
the casino and shit like that.
Yeah, that's white
That's
crime.
interesting though.
You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
That's white crime stuff that we can't even.
We're not even
it-
thinking about
aspire to,
Yeah,
you
we're not
feel
doing
me?
no shit like that.
We can't even aspire. You see how they put their crime?
We looking at it just for entertainment. We're not gonna try to mimic.
But
Ozark.
but a
can
young
mimic
black
BMF.
boy try to mimic BMF.
You're right though, yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
I
Like
actually think though BMF is better than Raising Kanan. Or I think that season was better to me personally. I just think so.
For real.
Yeah, I like the way it just, you know, it was more anticipation. Like the Raising Kanan story was kind of slow, and it was like, you know, he was trying to, you know, explain who he was and everything. And it was cool. I think it was a great, you know, series. I mean, a great, you know, season. But I just like BMF a little bit better because it had just a lot of
BMF had good clothes
anticipation,
on that, too.
but it also had the true story behind it too. Like learning, just watching that. I like stuff like that though. Like seeing the authenticity of what was going on in there. So
right.
I think it was dope, yo.
No,
I-
BMF dope as
Yeah,
shit.
like I heard. I take nothing away
Mhm.
from the story. You know what I mean? From the writing. You know what I mean? The cinematography. I want black people to be able to put on, you know what I mean, production that meets the level of
That pop out.
yeah. Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
the production
I want
level.
black actors
You want it
and,
up.
You know what I mean? The production
Not
to
that
be-
low budget shit.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
$1 million shit. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Definitely.
Multi-million dollar shit. I know what you're saying.
But I want to see us in more roles. I want us to be able to, you know, it's like what the movie Black Panther,
Mhm.
right? We was able to get a black superhero.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Luke Cage.
Yep.
We was able to,
Luke
you know what I
Cage,
mean?
damn.
We was able to get black, and Luke Cage was, to me, right, the concept of it. It got a little corny, you feel
when
me?
it first started,
but
that
the
shit was good as
concept of it, he was a regular
shit.
black
Yep.
dude,
Mhm.
right, walking around Harlem with a hoodie,
Hoodie
on. He ain't had no cape. He ain't had no super. You know what I mean? He was fighting drug dealers
Yep.
and shit. So the concept of it is
Yeah.
a superhero for black people
Trying to save the streets.
would be that.
That
That
type
would
of
be
nigga.
a superhero to
That
us.
type of nigga.
You know what I mean? Who's the most villainous motherfuckers that hurt black people in our community? It would be the drug dealers, the people that's, you know what I mean? And this guy was was bulletproof,
Yeah.
right? The main thing that's killing black people in the street,
guns.
right, is the guns and the shit. And this guy is actually bulletproof.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The main thing that black people is scared of is a nigga blowing their brains out.
Blowing their
So
eye
now
out.
we got a dude, you know what I mean? A black
that can't
man
die
that
from
can fight
that.
against that.
Yeah,
Who
that
can't die
from that.
That shit was
And you know,
the
yo-
concept is amazing.
Yo, in my mind, right? I always thought like this. I said, yo, what if like it was people that walked around with like bulletproof helmets and like bulletproof everything,
Mhm.
and just start going around taking guns and drugs from all these ass niggas. Like you had like 2 of them per block. And then they would just sit out there at 3 in the morning. I mean, just to stay job to see where all the crime happened at. They sitting there waiting for it to happen.
He's strong on
and he
niggas.
just, what if they could do that? That would end crime, wouldn't it? They would end a lot of crime. It would just end a lot of that shit. It's just like little shit I think of. I know that wouldn't happen. Like you said, we enjoy looking at shit. We know that probably couldn't happen. It's entertaining.
Right. It's just the whole
Impossible.
concept of the black superhero.
Yeah.
Because we look at Marvel superheroes, they're always
white.
Superman, they white, boom, boom, boom. But back in the day, Robert Townsend made a movie.
Media Man.
Media
And
Man.
that was my shit.
Right? Media Man was fucking brilliant.
That was my shit.
It was brilliant.
I
There's a
know.
lot of stuff in there when you older, you
Yup.
recognize, you like, yo,
He was trying to help
He
the
was
community,
hitting on a
trying to
lot of
stop,
shit.
Trying to stop
the
all
gangs,
crime,
the drugs,
Yup,
you know what I mean? All of that. And Media Man, right?
You right, yo.
He fought against the stereotypes
Mhm.
of black people, right? In a comedy
In a comedy.
and a superhero fashion.
Yep.
Media Man was a black man who had the powers of fucking Superman.
Yep.
But he was black, so he was scared of heights.
Exactly.
So he only flew at car level. That was fucking, it's just brilliant
That's
shit.
crazy though.
Right.
Robert Townsend a brilliant ass dude.
Brilliant.
He's very intelligent.
Brilliant. Yo, it's so much
He's one of the
black
first
people-
ones, man.
Right. It's so much that black people can bring to those genres.
Yep.
Because we are Americans, but we unique. We African American. We got a whole different flavor.
We built this
You feel
country.
me? So I love white superheroes, right? But I think the black we didn't seen the white superheroes,
Yep.
right? But now we need superheroes that's going to be diverse, right? They have the Asian superhero movie just came.
Yeah,
out,
it just came out.
right?
What's that shit called?
Shit! I just
It
watched
came on the Fire State.
Shang,
Yeah, something like that.
whatever.
I ain't
right?
watch it yet, but I
But
seen
it's from a complete Asian take on it.
standpoint. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now you see the diversity
Damn.
of humanity.
I need to watch
right?
that.
So now Asians can see themselves, you know what I mean, in superhero form.
You watch Squid Game?
Glorifying their culture.
The Shane
You watch
High-
Squid Game?
It's the Shanghai and the Legends of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
Ten Rings.
You
know
watch?
what I mean?
You watch Squid Game?
I love Squid Games.
That was good as shit.
Squid Games was dope.
Yeah,
you
that
got to
was
see
dope.
Korea.
Yep.
You got to see Korea.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The underground of it and the overground,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole different types of parts of Korea that
Mhm.
you probably didn't know about. But yeah, that was a dope. That's
Yeah,
dope. Squid Game was
Squid
one of
Games
the best
was
shits
dope.
this
Yeah,
year.
Squid Games was dope.
And it had a lot of metaphors in there and a lot of conscious shit that you can take
Facts,
from it. You know
facts.
what I'm saying? It was a lot
About
of,
greed.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying?
Loyalty,
Yeah,
greed,
loyalty.
respect.
What is
all
money
that
really
shit.
worth?
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? Is it
Right.
worth your soul? You know what I mean? His homeboy lost his soul
Yep.
over some money.
Over some money.
You feel me? Like, come on.
That's why it's gonna be part. They're gonna do another season. You see, he went back at the end when he could have walked away with everything, with the money.
But you got to be conscious of certain things that white people put out also. Because it's a thing called a trope, right? They'll give you certain tropes that
Mhm.
play on your psychology,
Mhm.
right? To poor people, these people was poor, right? So you could also leave away from
That was in debt.
yeah,
That
you
owed
could
a lot of
also leave away from that thinking that money is evil.
It is.
And the one, oh no,
Can
and
be.
see, that's what the rich want you to think.
Can be.
So you can stay in your predicament. That having money ain't all it's cracked up to be.
Mhm.
They want that shit to get into your psychology, right?
They
So
don't
you
want
will
you to-
never come for what they got.
They don't want you
See,
to- yeah.
that motherfucker that's living in that on that top
That
floor.
top.
Yeah, he don't want you motherfuckers coming for that.
Mhm.
You feel me? So let them think that it's not all peachy of it. Yes, the fuck it is.
It is.
Because half of the shit that we think about, that we worry about, is financial.
Money can make you do evil shit.
Yeah, but look,
Certain people.
a rich person issues is not financial.
No, it's always
Right?
some other shit.
You-
Your shit was about his family. He had nobody. You see, he was by himself, dying and shit.
Right, but for the most part, what is our main issue? We
Money.
know happiness.
Money.
Right? We've been
Nigga be happy without money.
Right.
Man,
Black,
nigga-
look, black people got the happiness shit corner.
We can do that
We've
shit.
been happy in the worst situations.
Situations.
So our happiness is
Real
not
shit.
the issue.
That's real.
Our issue is money. Give us the money. I take the mental anguish that come along with, you know what I mean, not being broke. You know what I mean? You think the black community wouldn't take, nigga,
We already know
so
that.
don't play on our
Yeah,
mental
we already know that.
with that, like,
We know that. We
trying
know,
to make us-
we know how to maintain being broke.
yeah.
Man. I need that guap. Let me see what I can do with that.
The more money, more problems. Look, give me the money.
Let me.
I-
I'll take those problems, whatever those problems come.
Give
with.
me the.
Speaking of that,
Go ahead.
what do you think about the black people reparations? Or like us not never getting that reparation? You know, like Asian people got reparations, Indians got
They
reparations.
said
You
people
know,
in North Carolina.
people, you know, Jews got theirs. I'm not saying that, you know, we should have our hand on nothing like that. I'm just saying, what do you think about that?
Do they owe? Do they owe?
They definitely owe.
They owe.
I mean, but reparations.
What is reparations? To
Yeah, I
you?
mean, it can be a couple things. Like, I mean,
What is reparations to you, Franny Chef?
Reparations. First off, let's say this. There's not a number you can put on it.
It probably ain't.
Yeah. Is
40 acres and a mule.
No, it's not a number you can put on our ancestors.
What they went
suffering.
through. Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
It ain't.
It's not a number you can put
It
on.
ain't.
So if they came out with a number, would you say, yo, that's a good number for what happened to my ancestors? Like,
It would be way more. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't be a number. It would
right.
have to be something else.
just
Land.
imagine somebody.
We have to own some shit.
Just imagine a person. I'm not gonna say none of us. Imagine a person who family was in the house sleep,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna give a real example. The 4 girls that got killed in the bombing in the church back in the day. 4 little black girls. Y'all remember that
Yeah.
story,
Mhm.
right?
Sad.
If that state would have said, okay, this amount of money for what happened to those little girls, like, do you think those parents would have said that money is enough? You know what I mean?
Like you basically saying there's no price point.
It's no price.
There's no price point.
You know what I mean?
You
for
can
what
offer them 30 million, 40 million. You gave them 10 million a child that died. And it still wouldn't make up for them 4 little girls.
You can't put a price on that.
And you can't.
Right? So you, from 1619,
That's basically what
right?
they did. They killed a lot of us.
From 1619
Mm-hmm.
to 1972.
Mm-hmm.
So we was going through injustice, right? And this landmass, right? From 1619 is when they brought the first African slaves
Mm-hmm.
to the shores of Virginia, right?
The first.
The first in 1619. 20.
1619.
It was 20 African slaves, right? From Angola, right? From where we call Angola now in Africa.
It was called something else.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, it was the Ndongo kingdom or something like
Mhm.
that, right? From Luanda.
How did they just take slaves from kings, though, yo? How did they just take?
Hold on, we
I know.
can get to that.
Well, go ahead. Go
from,
ahead.
From let's do the reparations thing.
1619.
From 1619 to 1972. Broad number, right?
300 something years before Hitler.
So from 1619, right, slavery ended in the United States legally in 1865,
All right, okay.
right? But from 1865 to 1972, right, we were fighting for our rights.
Oh, rights. We
So
still
just
had no
be-
rights.
Yeah, just because
We was just free.
Yeah, just,
Like from slave owners.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You dig what I'm
But
saying?
We still had no damn rights.
Right. So reparations, right? This country was started under the Constitution that is under now.
Yep.
Right? In 1776.
And it's still the same
Right?
shit.
So from 1776, black people was only slaves in America, in the United States of America.
USA.
From 1776
to 1865.
to 1865.
Okay.
So that's less than 100 years.
Gotcha.
Right? But from 1865, right, to 1972 is what we're talking about.
We was just out here running around, couldn't get no job.
1776, right, is when this country was started.
Mhm.
So that's this current government, right? Inception was in 1776.
Yep.
So from 1776 to 1972, y'all owe up. You know what I mean?
All that.
Y'all owe up,
Yeah.
right? Y'all owe up from 1776 to 1865, right?
Need that.
We need that.
Need that.
Right?
We
Now,
definitely need
and
that.
from 1860, because that's when y'all actually, it was legal
Mhm.
for y'all to own us and hold us as slaves,
Mm.
right? And from 1865 to 1972, right? Y'all denied us full citizenship,
Couldn't get shit.
right? So
You couldn't get an ID, I don't even think.
no, you can get.
They was not letting us do shit.
And that's
Niggas
that's
still
hard
was
think
fighting to
about,
go to
yo.
the bathroom. Niggas still
Yeah.
fighting to just.
So when you think about it, all of our
We
parents,
still was niggers.
right. All of our parents went through that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We don't. They be trying to act like we're talking about something. So
They like
Long
it
ago.
was in 1300.
no,
Like it was
we're talking about black people ain't get all of their full rights into 1972. All of our parents was alive then.
Yep.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So they grew up in a system where them and their parents didn't have full rights, right? So your grandparents,
My great grandparents and our grandparents.
your grandparents.
Yep.
Think about this. Your grandparents you can go down to Baltimore City right now or Baltimore County Courthouse and you can pull up deeds for houses.
Mhm.
And on those deeds for houses, it's telling you in a legal document that you can't sell this property to a black person.
That's crazy. That is crazy, yo.
The
Wow.
biggest race. So do you
That is
hold on.
crazy.
So understand.
So I can't keep it in the family.
Right.
I
So,
can't sell it to none of my people.
No. The white people
Couldn't sell it to a black
to a
person.
black person.
So they got to keep selling to their people.
Right. So
Or a
what is
person of
that
color,
doing?
of
That's
their
keeping
color.
us
Yeah.
out of certain areas.
Keeping us not owning
Right.
shit.
Yeah, keeping us out of certain areas. Now, the places that black people could buy houses at, right, was fucked up areas.
Low income.
Next to train tracks.
Mhm.
Shit that didn't appreciate well,
Mhm.
right? So you would buy a house, right? A black person would buy a house that their kids would inherit with no value in it, right? Whereas far as white people, their houses accrued equity, where they was able to leave their children property that,
That
bequeathed
appreciated.
them wealth.
They appreciate it.
So they got generational wealth. Their houses, they could go out, the things that we do now,
Mhm.
they could do back in the 30s.
Damn.
We couldn't do it. They could take out equity loans
All that.
against their property and send their
Refinance.
children
They could
right,
refinance.
and
all
send
that.
their children to college.
Yup.
Right?
Just
and,
with that.
And still pay off that loan before they die and get
And
that
still
house.
own the house. And damn. They just was just.
So you're talking
that-
about
so
3 and 4 generations of wealth being accrued.
And we couldn't
off
do
of
that.
one person buying a fucking property that we didn't even have the ability to do.
So the trickery now is gentrification.
Hold on.
So they just trying to.
so
Now they
hold on.
remixing.
No. So hold on. So when you talk about reparations, right?
Mhm.
They call that redlining.
Yeah,
Right? Now
the red line.
redlining is when you you draw. It was actually a red line.
Mhm.
They drew a red line on the map, and on this side, they drew. This is the black area.
Mhm.
Now these was the areas where these houses wasn't going to accrue any goddamn
They
equity,
already knew they were.
right? So when you look at it in certain parts of Baltimore, right? You say, damn, yo, look at all of these neighborhoods black people live in. And you see boarded up houses and stuff, right? at one time, our grandparents and them owned those houses.
Facts.
Right? The problem with that is when they left them to our parents didn't want them
Mm-hmm.
because it was a tax burden.
Yep.
Right? They said, I'm not paying the taxes on that. I don't even want to live there.
Here.
You feel me? I don't even want to live there. This house has no equity in it.
No value.
Right? So it's we call it a money pool.
Mhm.
Right? I'm just throwing bad money into it.
Mhm.
You feel me? So they left these houses. They let the city take them.
Yep.
So whole neighborhoods, you know what I mean,
Ended
is
up.
boarded up.
Yep.
And houses are, you know,
That's how Flint.
dilapidated.
That's how Flint, Michigan looked.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Because they were red line areas.
Mhm.
Now you look at certain areas that didn't do that. And you have a thing called white flight, right? White flight devastated a lot of areas, you know what I mean, in the
Somebody
city.
was just talking about White Flight. I
Yeah.
was just watching. What was I
So
watching?
it's a lot of shit that they did to us.
I just seen it. Go ahead.
It's a lot of shit that they
On
did
Joe
to
Button
us.
show. On the
Right.
Joe Button show.
There's a lot of shit that they did to us, right?
Yeah.
A lot of our parents, grandparents, come from down south.
All-
And they
mostly all
moved to
of
the
it.
northern cities,
Yeah.
right? For jobs.
Better jobs, better life.
Baltimore was one of the main cities that people from down south would move to
Yep.
because of the industries and stuff.
We had
that
a lot
was
of
there.
factories.
Right.
and
That
all
we
that
had the
shit.
factories. You know what I mean? We
Yep.
had the steel mills,
Yep.
right? A lot of our
Sparrows
grandparents-
Point and all
Sparrows
that
Point,
shit.
exactly.
Yeah, that
they
shit.
came up here and
They
worked-
could live for work for 30 years, retire, get their pension.
yeah, all that,
It was
right?
like
Buy
a
houses.
great setup,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Boom, boom, boom. It was beautiful.
It was
You
beautiful
dig what I'm
for-
saying?
for
It was
black
beautiful.
people. You're
Right.
right.
So a lot of our grandparents,
Like a
came
lot of
up-
Randallstown people moved out. That's why Randallstown was black. A lot of
Mhm.
black, because a lot of black people like in the 70s moved out Randallstown.
My family moved
A
out
lot of
there.
people,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what
My
make
family moved
Randallstown black.
Exactly. My family moved out Randallstown. My brother,
Mhm.
actually, when I look at his yearbook from Randallstown High,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think he graduated in 84.
It
Damn
was
near
white as
all
shit.
white.
It was white as shit.
Then they're all white.
Yeah.
My little cousin graduated from there
It was white
a
as
couple
shit.
years ago, all black.
Yeah.
84, my brother I looked through your yearbook like, yo, this
80s, that's when
crazy.
the takeover was coming. Randallstown,
Crazy.
Black people was coming out
You
here.
know what I mean? So
Buying houses. Though.
my family lived out there,
Yeah.
right? Randallstown. But like you said, in an apartment.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Boom, boom,
apartment.
boom. So, but then my grandmother and them moved from Emerson Village to around Campfield.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying? The Milford Mill area,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all my cousins and them went to Milford and stuff. So
Yeah.
you had family, right? That's from the inner city that move in the county with the same mentality.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Boom, boom. So
City
it's
mentality.
no difference, right? But then you have the people who've been out in the county,
Yep.
right? And that's a conflict between those niggas
These guys
that's
don't.
moved in from the city
They
versus
have a
the
totally
niggas
different
who been,
mentality.
right? Because the niggas who've been living, they live in houses. You dig
Single
what I'm
family
saying?
joints.
They
eat dinner
then
every
you
night.
have the niggas across the street that go to the same schools that live in an apartment.
Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? Like it's county crazy. You dig what I'm saying?
But that shit was done on purpose.
yeah, definitely done
That
on
shit was
purpose.
done on
You know what I
purpose,
mean?
man.
And you seen
They
the
seen us
difference.
thriving. They seen us thriving in Randallstown as like black people was buying single
Mm-hmm.
family houses. And they said, you know what, we got to start bringing, you know what I mean, people from in town. They all want to come out
Mhm.
here. We could put some low income housing, Section 8. Once Section 8 came out here, this shit just
Yeah, but it was a thing where these people didn't want to stay in those houses.
Yeah, yeah, they
Because,
was, yeah.
Like I was saying, it was that redlining thing.
they did.
right? You was inheriting.
We wish they did.
Right.
Maybe we could have built our community up
Yeah.
if they did. If they really would have just said, you know what, fuck it, let's get this house.
But see, banks gotta want to do that for those communities.
I get
You
it.
dig what I'm saying?
If we
They gotta want to
we're in a
invest.
lose-lose
Yeah, they
we're
want
in a
to.
lose-lose
So
situation.
back to the reparations thing. Like I said, from 1865 to 1972, right? I think the Housing Act was the last bill that was signed that basically
The Housing Act.
yeah, I think it was in 72 by President Lyndon Johnson.
Mhm.
I think he signed that, right? And that was the last thing where it lifted those housing restrictions that was still on the goddamn in 1972. Like I said,
So
your
when did
parents-
they start the HUD program though?
I don't know when HUD was started. You know what I mean?
When they start the HUD program?
I don't know when that was started, but like I said,
I thought that was like around the same time.
it could have been
The 70s.
You know what I mean? And you have the education gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
That education gap. Like yeah, you gotta pay us. Like the
Bottom line.
Yeah,
All that to say.
Look, the separate but equal.
Show me the money.
Right, the separate but equal, right? So you discriminated us against us with the housing, right? And we suffered through that into the 70s.
That was bad.
Right? And even the schooling thing, right? I think that was 1954 with the when they desegregated the schools.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was 1954. Chaz, I be needing you to look this up.
It was that early?
You know what I mean?
54?
I think it was around 54. I think it's the landmark case is called Brown versus
It's Brown versus
Kansas.
something. I know it's Brown versus
Brown
something.
versus Topeka, Kansas. I think that was around.
I remember learning that in school and shit.
Yeah, I think that was around 1954, right?
I thought it was like 62, but go.
No,
you
that
might be
was
right.
50s,
Yeah,
right?
50s.
So in the 70s,
But was every state with that though? Did it start in one state?
no.
Was it in every state?
What? That was the issue, right?
Okay.
Because that's a federal law.
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
So everybody
Supposed to.
every state supposed to have
Even
to
Commonwealth state.
get,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Once the Congress struck that, once the
Senate, the House,
once the Supreme Court,
or the Supreme
you
Court.
know what I mean, ruled on that, you feel me?
Federal.
Yeah, every state.
Because that's what we fucked up now is federal legislation.
right.
That's what we fucked.
But they started something. So in the 70s, right? If you know people who went to school in the 70s, and so they started this thing called busing.
Yeah, the busing.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
busing black kids to white
schools.
Boom, boom, boom. So you from 54, right, to the 70s, they didn't even respect that shit.
That's crazy.
So even though the law,
Damn, that's
generations of kids in their education was held back.
That's another
You
part.
dig what I'm
Of
saying?
it. It's another part of our reparations.
You can't.
And education mean everything
Yeah.
to America, like they say.
Like just think if generations before it's your potential that they fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
We could have made.
Yeah,
we could have
it's your
potentially made such and such. Or I could potentially became a
Yeah.
doctor or a lawyer with the proper education.
It's
and
your
the proper-
potential.
You're right.
Like,
You're right.
it's even with slavery. Like, how do you put a number on that? You gotta take a black person, right? How many black skilled workers, right?
Mhm.
Because slavery is what was you about to say,
I'm
Jay?
saying Brown versus Board at 50 with an even hand. This is just an article, but it's a century of racial segregation, 1849 to 1950.
Mhm.
That was during that time. But yeah, same around that time. You're talking about like 1950. Start segregating the schools,
Desegregate.
desegregate the schools. Yeah,
He said like 54.
Yeah, I think it was like 54. I'm sure, probably.
Either way, around that time.
Yeah, but slavery is really a labor issue, right?
That's what it most.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
it's,
a
about.
labor issue.
They was fucking sizing niggas up to see who was the strongest.
No, I'm saying when you need a labor force.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm just saying. But the whole point of slavery was labor.
Yeah,
Like,
it was labor.
that's
It's
all
a
it
labor
really-
issue.
It was ego maybe for some sick, demented white people too, but
Yeah,
it was more so
it was
of
economic.
building
and it was
shit.
labor.
and-
Exactly.
yeah.
It was a labor
Yeah.
issue. So you got to think, the slave, right?
Mhm.
He didn't get paid for his
To
fucking
work.
labor.
He didn't get paid
right?
at all.
His whole fucking life.
That's
Right?
crazy, yo.
So you have to
What they just got fooled?
look.
yo?
Listen, you have to say, okay, the slave wasn't paid for his labor, right? You have to say how much was a laborer getting paid in 1820, right? And then you have to take every slave.
Count every slave
right?
that was a
And-
part of that.
How do you do that for that? And they were
And
slaves.
then add that
for
up
their whole
times
life.
that.
And then you have to account for goddamn inflation.
Yep.
So what it was worth then, what would it be worth
Now.
Now.
Like the dollar was.
Yeah, so
It's worth
the
way
number
more.
is
Well, shit. They said the American dollar ain't worth shit no more. But go ahead.
The number is astronomical. Then you go up to when we was free, when companies would pay black people less than they would pay white people for the same job. Yeah. So now, is you going to account for that?
They owe us for that too.
That still happen. But yeah,
them niggas owe us for a whole bunch of shit.
Hold on, it gets worse than that. These same neighborhoods that we're talking about, right? Then you're talking about schools, hospitals, right? That taxpayers' dollars contribute to, right? Now, black people was paying taxes to hospitals, right? And to roads, streets, and communities, right? That was built, school, everything. Mm-hmm. That they couldn't even live in because of their fucking color of their skin, right? So what do you do about that? Damn. It was hospitals that black people couldn't even go into because of the color of their skin, but their tax dollars helped subsidize that.
That don't even make sense.
You know what I mean?
It was 1954, by the way. Yeah.
That's what it was. What? 54?
Yeah, 54.
1954. Look.
He was right.
I'm the source, right? If I say
May 17th, 1954, exactly.
Listen,
exactly.
If I say it, it is what
it is. I said it, I meant it.
Killer,
bite my tongue for no one.
Look, I say, I am the source. I say, don't check me. I am the source. You ain't even got to check. If I say it.
I didn't already check it. Dumb.
Yeah, I am the source.
I could be off maybe by a year, but
Yo, spell out pseudo killer so everybody can make sure they go.
Yeah, y'all definitely gotta check that out.
PSEUDO Killers. KILLAS.
Make sure everybody subscribe to that. That sounds like some good,
great content. Yeah.
So hold on. So these hospitals, right? That our grandparents paid their tax dollars help subsidize that they couldn't even take their kids to. You feel me? Because of the color of their skin. They paid into that. You feel me?
They paid into that too.
So how do you gotta be able to compensate them for that shit? That's injustice. You feel me? These streets and stuff that get paid, right? Get paid with our fucking tax dollars.
Damn right.
Right? Our grandparents paid their tax dollars for streets to get paid that they couldn't even live on.
Yeah, ain't that some shit?
Because of the color of their skin.
They owe us for that too.
Reparations,
You're basically saying it's too much to even go into about reparations. Basically, you might as well just give us half the whole goddamn America.
No, you got to give us
give us half.
If we're 13% of the population,
give us 13% of America.
We supposed to own 13% of the wealth.
At least that.
Simple and plain.
At least that, because we only what?
13%.
No, of the wealth though.
We like less than 1%.
But we spend the most money.
No, we don't.
That's what.
That's a lie.
It's a lie. It's a myth.
We don't even make enough money to spend the most money. And what they calculated off is how much we spend on certain things and how much of our money we spend on it. You dig what I'm saying? But
they said we in the trillions of that shit though.
Yeah, but it ain't.
Yo, if they gave us all $1 million in a house, each black person, what do you think about that?
I take that. They ain't gonna give a shit anyway. So
I'm just saying that I'd be cool with $1 million in a house.
I take it.
Yeah, see, I would be cool with it, but it's still not worth my people suffering.
It's definitely not worth it.
You dig what I'm saying? So just because I'm gonna take the money don't mean you really done justice.
But the thing is, that'll build wealth for every black person, and who knows how it will go or how it will happen. But they're going to continue to keep us down. They don't want to give us that. They so scared for us to have that much power. It's going to be. I mean, we already, doing amazing stuff without going through all that stuff we've been through. We still been resilient to get to this point. But if they gave us that, we would take over, not take over. We would help the world because we would always look out. But we're gonna
make another group of people.
We would be, it would be. We would be just too. We would be too much.
Instead of just spending it with each other, just to keep building.
It would be too much. Some of us would. Some of us do right. We would have our own people. People would look out for each other. But it would. Certain areas would get. But certain areas would get out of control though. Like it depends on where the areas.
We got to govern ourselves. Then we got to hire real niggas that's going to stop crimes or whatever.
They're not going to want to help us at all no more though. If they give us that.
But we should be able to help ourselves.
Right, at that point, yes.
At that point,
that's what we're saying.
What's our main problem?
Every black man don't kill nobody. Every black man take care of each other. Every black man look out for each other. You got $1 million in the house, you'd be good.
Or is it over drugs? Or because you just high out your fucking mind? And you got a gun. Is that
bad,
the reason? Women?
We got bad reasoning. Right
Like, why do a nigga smoke a nigga?
Yeah, bad reasoning.
I can understand it. Oh, shit, he killed my grandma. Or just some more crazy shit.
We got bad, we got to admit, we got bad reasoning.
Tempers.
Bad lead.
Client shit.
Bad reasoning and fucked up morals. You feel me? Fucked up morals. Anytime you decide to go out and smoke somebody over some money, your morals is fucked
like, you'll really just kill yo.
Yeah,
like,
your morals. Your morals.
You're not even gonna get the money back or nothing.
Yeah, your morals fucked up. Anytime you just sit there and be like, I'm gonna kill yo.
And really be serious about
do
it.
That.
And do that shit.
You know what I mean? Yo, you just took somebody's life. You know what I mean?
And they
like,
they go about their life like nothing happened and shit.
Nah. It's just our shit is you can't blame it mainly on being poor.
Like you said, because we have a lot of happy times being poor also. So it ain't like we just all fucked up and mad when we
got a killing culture now.
Yeah, it's just,
people ain't even really like getting killed over money.
Shit like a sport.
Niggas
don't even get wrong. They be killing niggas and don't even take nothing from the nigga.
They beefing with each other over
They just want y'all to die.
Yeah, niggas beefing and killing each other over stuff that they saying about each other on Instagram.
Thank you. Before you get into that, I was about to ask you.
Shit ain't about being poor.
Has social media helped or hurt us?
I heard we was having 300-something murders in Baltimore
in the 90s.
Back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Like
from 1990 to 99.
Yeah, so
300
this
plus
was
murders.
before social media. Like these niggas is crazy. Like, these niggas is crazy.
So social media don't got nothing to do with the hell.
No. That's just these is a new generation. See, you forget, yo.
It's a whole nother generation.
40s.
It's a whole nother generation.
It's a whole.
My oldest is 21.
Right. So what our generation was doing it for was what our reasons for. You know what I mean?
It was different.
Their reasons is but it's still the same dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's still the same dumb shit. You know what I mean? We look at it like it's dumb. Yeah, because we did it for our dumb shit. Okay. You know what I mean? We just can't imagine because we older now.
Like putting the gun up on the joint, like, yeah, sure, I shot the shit.
If social media was around when we would have been doing the same shit.
Nigga be under the jail.
We wasn't no smarter.
I think niggas would have been under the jail.
We wasn't no smarter.
The shit we was doing back then.
It's hilarious.
It might have been worse.
It's hilarious when we have our conversations at our age.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we actually talk like we were fucking smart.
No, we was doing a lot of fucked up, crazy shit.
You feel me?
I know I did.
Dumb shit. You know what I mean? So it's
and I always tell the kids that too. I always try to be transparent about my life and what I used to do.
But when you look
I don't judge them all the time. Yo.
When you look at it nowadays, me and Unc argue about this all the time because he got a couple years on me, right? And he say, and I be like, man, we run from the police. He said, I ain't running from no police. I'm like, nigga, but you just get locked up. I'm like, but in our day,
we out of here.
We out of here. But when you look now, these kids, I was back when Supreme Oasis was open.
Oh shit.
I seen the police call a dude and he walked over to him.
No, we never did that.
What? I said,
they gotta catch me.
That's nuts.
You catch me if you can.
Man, I ain't even doing them. Y'all always fucking with me. And walked over to him.
Jack.
Nigga, I'm on the opposite side of the street.
Gone.
Police say, come in. What?
You gotta come
Nigga, I'm looking at that nigga while I'm walking away. If he step off that curb, I'm breaking. Yeah, I'm not.
That's the rule. That's like the rule.
You make them earn it.
Yeah, you gotta come get me.
If you like,
and I know I'm doing
and by the time you catch up to me, it ain't gonna be nothing more.
I already threw everything. Yeah, it's gone.
But I'm not. I'm not gonna walk over to the police when I know I'm there.
And I know I'm
think he gonna give me a break.
Like he's gonna be like
he cool with me.
He ain't cool with you.
What?
I'm locking your door.
You niggas is crazy.
Shout out to people viewing in
that
your
nigga
shit.
said like we cool. that nigga locking your dumb ass.
Hey, yo, buddy, yo. Shout out to everybody tuning in too, man. We over here. Chanel said something. Chanel was talking about Emerson Village is the perfect example of how white people use real estate as leverage to get rich off of us. That's something,
Yeah. You know what's a good, who said that?
Chanel.
All right, check this out,
Chanel. She's a number one sis is the shit. She's fam.
Right. Check this out, Chanel. It's a Netflix documentary
Check it out.
It's a Netflix documentary about, well, a crime happened in Emerson Village back in the 60s. It was a nun.
Oh,
Did y'all see that?
I seen the one in Atlanta. Nah, I ain't
No,
seen
it was a nun that worked over a teacher. She worked at Cardinal Gibbons.
Cardinal Gibbons.
Is it Cardinal Gibbons?
Yeah, it's Cardinal
Right
Gibbons.
there on Caton Avenue?
Yeah, Caton Avenue.
Yeah, but man, she got killed. The dude, they think that the guy grabbed her from up Emerson Village. She had stopped in up Emerson Village she had stopped up Emerson Village I think either to cash her check or to buy something from up the village.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying? On her way home. And that was the last place somebody seen that, right? But it was crazy when they showed in the documentary, it showed how it was a lot of white people in that area at the time.
It was.
Right?
Back in them days.
Crazy.
Park Heights was white.
You know what I mean? When I'm watching, I'm like, damn, that's the village. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, that's
all
crazy.
white.
Y'all like, that's crazy, right? They doing their Christmas shopping up there in the village shopping center.
Like it was.
I said, yo, that's, I never seen this before. I never knew this. Right? You feel me?
Crazy.
Hey, yo, what's that documentary again? I need to check that out. What's the name?
It's called.
It's crazy to us in the village.
It's a Netflix documentary. It's called The Murder of Sister. Oh man!
So the murder
Go
of
ahead, talk.
Sister Fudge the Nun. Dang.
Yeah, it's a dope ass documentary.
Everybody go check that out. We try and figure it out right now. We about to get this title up.
But it's that one. Then in the late 90s, another show came out about Baltimore back in the day called Liberty Heights.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. Now, if you watch Liberty Heights, they show that all Liberty Heights, like around county area, you know what I mean? My man County right here. Your area, Liberty Heights, from like the whole Liberty Heights was white. Shit was crazy. It was a Jewish area. You know what I mean? Yeah, you think crazy. Yeah. Like shit that we don't even, you know what I mean? Like you look at it, and then when you look even now, you're like, yo, this area actually look good.
Why you think them
look
houses
at these big ass houses all the way down to the junction.
You look at it, you like them houses big as hell. Mansions.
Yeah. You feel me?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and you see black people, we made duplexes out of them. Yep. You know what I mean? And now it's 3-4 apartments in them motherfuckers. Yep. They was big ass single family homes. White Jewish motherfuckers had money. Lived all up and down Liberty Heights, and black people couldn't cross Liberty Heights. Yep. That was the line force. You know what I mean? You couldn't cross it. You know what I mean? They would chase you, beat a nigga ass. You niggas would say all kind of shit. And we think now Jews was beating niggas' asses. We couldn't cross Liberty Heights. Nigga, we run Liberty Heights now. We live all up and down that motherfucker, right? So it's crazy. Then
that's crazy.
You even Belvedere.
Yeah.
When you look at Belvedere, right? Belvedere is a boulevard.
Yep.
Right? You have to be able to, even if you just Google old pictures, right?
It looks so different.
Man, shit was fucking beautiful.
Looks so great.
Park Heights in Belvedere?
It was awesome.
Awesome. White people.
The whole Park Heights.
Man, like, Belvedere looked like, you looking like, what the hell? This was Belvedere? You see these white people?
So is it us?
Man.
Monkeys?
Something wrong.
They call us monkeys.
Something wrong.
That's what they call
every time we excel, every time.
What is it? Us.
When
we're doing the monkey shit to each other.
So when we excel at something, that's
why
when they throw the crack in there. That's when they throw something, the pills in there. They throw the drugs.
Why we can't keep stuff pretty?
It's not true. That's why I think it's more of a mentality thing, right? Because if you take those same Google same pictures, right, or where black people lived at, right, down towards North Avenue, right, and Alcatraz and going that, they had the, you can get books on it. It's called 1950s Baltimore, and they got a series of them, right? They go from the 1900s all the way up to I think the 80s, and this series of books document each decade of Baltimore City, and there's a visual. You know what I mean? You can look at the pictures, right?
Photographs.
Yeah, the photographs. Now they show black people out there, right? in the 50s and 60s, they had stoops, right? You know the stoops down there?
Yeah.
Right? And they used to wash their marble steps, right? And there was a thing where every weekend, the black people will go out there and wash their steps because you had to make the motherfuckers shine. So their fucking neighborhoods looked amazing. So it is a mentality now.
It's drugs.
You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but you had
I think it's
had
drugs.
sections of black people, right?
Just drugs.
Even at that time, doing redlining.
Yeah, I heard black people
took
shit
care
be
of that
nice,
shit,
man.
right? Because these black people, these people work the
That's
sterile
why
point.
older people look at younger niggas so they look at us a certain way, like mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause they didn't grow up like that.
Yeah.
They didn't grow up with that mentality that we have. You know what I'm saying? That's why older people look at shit a certain way and they stuck in their ways because they know how it used to be and how it was and how it's supposed to be. And we just never took the baton and ran with it how we supposed to because I guess the drugs.
I think the
saying
drugs did it.
That's
I think
what
the
I think.
drugs did. I think the drugs was,
Drugs make you fucked up.
Yeah,
Fucks your whole life up.
Yeah,
yo.
drugs is a horror story for black people.
Yes, yo.
I think white people are starting to go through it now.
Yeah, the opioid crisis.
The opioid crisis. So now they see what the fuck we've been going through since the 60s.
Forever.
Yeah.
Since y'all planted that shit.
Because if you watch Ray, right, you see that it was already a heroin
Yeah, it was
epidemic.
already
You dig what I'm saying for the black
Watch
people?
Harlem, Godfather
Harlem. So yeah, they man, we been,
Dudgy.
yeah, we've been
Dudgy.
falling off for a long period of time. You dig what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
we can never just. And before we move off the shows, I got this other show I want everybody to watch. It's called The Alpinist. It's on Netflix, and it's about his name is Mark Andrea. That's I think. Let me look. Yeah, Mark Andre Leclerc or whatever. But to make a long story short, I'm not gonna tell y'all everything about it because it's like suspenseful at the same time because he's a mountain climber. The guy's mountain. I told you I'm into that earth shit. I'm into the water and the earth and nature.
Do he do the free?
Yo, he do that. No harness, no nothing.
That's my man.
But look, yo, the nigga got the ice axe. The nigga do the ice axe and he climb all mountains. He don't just climb the rocks. The nigga was climbing ice mountains too.
Dang.
With the ice axe, 2 ice axe. And get the slick ass shoes, you know, with the mountain, the shit that stick to the joint. But I'm not gonna say what happened, or I don't want you. I'm not gonna spoil it. But if y'all into that type of shit, like if y'all into like superhero shit, this is some superhero shit to me. Like my wife was looking at this like, why does he do this? What is this make? I said, babe, it's everybody got their own geek, yo. It's something that he feels free. He loves it. You know what I'm saying? Why would you climb a goddamn the highest mountain in the world by yourself? It's called solo climbing also. To where though no cameras, no nothing. So he'll solo climb something and then come back and tell you, y'all can do the cameras. I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do it again.
National Geographic.
That's how gangster
I think I
this
seen him
nigga
on
is.
National Geographic first.
So just
I think National Geographic.
Yeah, he was on that.
That's on Netflix
following
too?
him first.
Yeah, but they got a whole
Everything's
documentary
on
of
Netflix,
just
yeah.
him.
Man,
They
he
call him
do
the Alpinist.
free. He with no harness,
Nope.
no
I'm
ropes,
talking about real
bare
mountain,
hands. This nigga
If you fall, he did. Done. Die.
Oh,
done.
nah, he tripping.
Tripping.
You gotta watch it, yo.
Something wrong with you.
He's a very interesting individual.
Yo,
yo.
tripping.
So, you know, everybody, yo, check the Alpinist out, yo. If y'all are not, you know,
Alpinist.
if y'all free, anytime you free, check that
You know
out.
how strong you gotta be?
Yo, that shit amazed me when I watched that
Sometimes
shit.
he gotta hold on to one spot for like a whole
He has to
minute.
test it.
Right.
It has to be
To
tested.
figure
before
out
you-
where I'm gonna go from
Next.
here. Like this nigga be suspended. Like in air,
Yeah.
it's death.
That's what I'm trying to
you
say.
lose your grip.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yo,
Looking
and this
at-
A rock
nigga,
fell. You ever see what a rock fell? Like, oh,
this
shit.
nigga had the whole and
Then he got the camera on himself.
yeah,
he got like
had
a little.
to jump.
Yeah.
And
This shit is crazy. It's hard to explain.
he gonna die.
You just gotta
yo.
watch that shit. Yo.
Watch it now because it's gonna be.
Just watch it, yo.
They're gonna find him at the bottom of a cliff.
Just watch.
You know what I mean?
Wow,
And his
bro.
motherfucking neck broke.
Wow.
Sooner or later, but
Nigga free.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
You
but
feel
he's
me?
Definitely
Just watch.
very entertaining. Like
Just watch.
he's
it.
an amazing human
amazing human being. I can't even describe this guy, man. That shit is amazing to me. That's just, you know.
being. Yeah.
Before we get out of here, I just wanted to run down a few things. Russ' new album came out. He got a star-studded lineup on there. Ransom from Ghostface to Benny the Conway to West Side to all the dope rappers that's out. Russ got a new album called Chunk 2. That shit is dope. Alicia Keys' new album just dropped. I listened to like first 6 songs, dope as shit. I love the songs, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to know where was she going at, what type of direction she going. She ain't made an album in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to know if she was gonna do what the kids doing now. No, she stuck to the script. She on her soul shit. Alicia is Alicia, so check
What's
Alicia
her
Keys
name?
out. Alicia Keys' new album called Keys.
Keys.
It's called Keys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Keys. And she was on a Drink Champs today too, so y'all can go check that interview out. That was a dope interview. She had a lot of insight, a lot of things you ain't know about her. She put you D. You know what I'm saying?
Rose.
Rick Ross' new album just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dope album. You know what I'm saying? What is it, like 10 cuts? How many cuts is it? 12, something like
I
that.
think it's like 12, 13.
Like 12 cuts. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
ain't listening to Ross yet. I got
Yeah,
pulled up.
it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Jussie Smollett.
Juicy.
Juicy Smollett. Yeah, I had to go back to Juicy Smollett. He's been found guilty, guys. But he probably just get probation because he ain't
Free
got no
Juicy.
He ain't got.
Yes, sir.
I ain't even going to hold you, yo.
He said he would do it. He ain't do it.
Juicy
Free
ain't
still
do it.
believe
Keep it a
he
foul
ain't do it.
wow.
Niggas lying,
So what?
yo.
So what
Niggas set
happened?
my
You
man
feel
up,
me?
yo.
What happened with the
Them
subway?
Them
The average
motherfucking
people-
Trump supporters went out there and grabbed my man, yo, and roughed him up. Yo, he said they had MAGA hats on, yo. And they roughed that man up.
But they put a
And
noose.
put a noose around that man's neck.
Yo.
And and how the fuck we gonna go and turn against him, yo? Like, yo, come on, yo. We fucked up as a people, yo. Like, yo, we turned against a nigga who said a hate crime happened to him, yo. By some Trump supporters.
That's wild.
We
man.
fucked up.
But the thing is about that though,
If niggas say OJ ain't do it, and after all that evidence on him, how y'all gonna turn?
the glove don't fit.
How
You
y'all
must have
gonna
quit.
turn y'all backs on Juicy?
Juicy,
yo?
yo.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
And but look, I mean, shit, his own organization, the LGBTQ family,
They
turned it
white.
back. They turned
They
it back.
racist.
So I guess what that's
They
that
racist.
sums that up.
That man said they jumped him and roughed him up.
So that's what so that's why the LGBTQ organization is so powerful because they're racist.
Yeah, I think
They're racist gay people.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because you see all these people getting canceled. They got all this power now all of a sudden because you got a gay joke.
Listen.
Now all of a sudden they can just stop your career. And it like this wasn't going on back in the you can crack on gay people. That Marlon with the Wayans did that shit
For years.
on and let all that shit. Like, come on, what the fuck is we talking about?
For years.
And it was all funny, always. It was never like done in bad taste. It was funny as fuck. They was cracking on handyman. So you could crack on mentally disabled people. But when it come down to gay people, you can get canceled. You out of here.
Get out of here.
That shit is.
Gotta do that
But
shit
that's
today,
why
yo.
because you saying they're white.
Yeah.
That's the
They
reason.
turned their back on Juicy.
Okay.
Now just think about it.
They definitely turned their back on. They ain't even support that nigga for
At
shit.
all. Like how?
It gotta be
Like-
some white shit. It gotta be some racist.
Come
shit.
on, man. Like
If that happened to a white guy, even if he lied or not, they would have something. It would have been justice. Something would have happened.
justice for Juicy, yo. Free my nigga Juicy, yo.
You
feel me?
They talking about something.
Hey, County, make us some shirts, yo.
justice for
Justice
Juicy.
for Juicy, yo. Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit.
Juicy Smollett. It probably was 'cause
You
for a
gonna
parody.
look crazy.
For a parody. For a parody, a nigga might.
Yeah, we gonna wear him on the
Just
show, yo. Justice for Juicy shirts, yo.
Hey, yo, let's get him, yo. That's
good,
really
yeah.
funny. Shit.
Wow.
Free my nigga Juicy, yo. We say free everybody else for fucked up shit. Niggas is saying free Larry Hoover. You know what I mean? Who was a
Larry Hoover
goddamn-
they just had a concert. Drake and Ye.
You know what I mean?
They said it was $300 to
Free
$500 a
Big
ticket.
Meech. He out here selling drugs.
So was Larry Hoover a good person?
How the hell Larry Hoover gonna be a good person?
I'm just
We
asking.
crazy as shit.
I'm just asking. I just want to know, was he a good person? Because
So who is grandma?
they say since he's been locked up, Chicago's went out of control. There's no rules, there's no regulations no more. Like he could have controlled a lot of the shit that's going on. I'm just saying this is what people are saying. They saying if Larry Hoover was home, a lot of these killings,
Niggas say
that
let
drill shit wouldn't be going on.
Let the devil out of jail, yo. Niggas said, yo, like, are we crazy?
So Larry Hoover did a lot of cruddy
Man, he
shit.
the goddamn gang leader. Why would you let? Oh my God! Like, it's sometimes I don't even want to be black no more. I think we slow, yo. Like
what? So it's like,
God.
so basically, we always champion the wrong. We champion the wrong shit is basically what you say.
Yeah, that's
Like what impresses most black people is the shit that shouldn't be championed. Like
why we don't go to the colleges and big those motherfuckers up?
Mhm.
How you doing shows to free a gang leader? Yo, put on a show for these black college students, you know what I mean? Who busting their ass that come out of these neighborhoods and you want to do a concert to get a gang lead out?
They said, what if he changed a lot?
He good if he changed. That's between him and Jesus.
But he could come home and and regulate the youngsters, the drill, the savages they call them. You
Ain't
don't
nobody
think,
listening
you
to
think it's
Ain't
done?
nobody
It's
listening
over
to
with.
him.
Like
you think these
him
little,
coming home
you
ain't
think
gonna
these
stop
little
none of
niggas
this.
is gonna listen to a 70-year-old man? Man, y'all done lost y'all. You feel me? Y'all done lost y'all mind.
It's just a wishful thinking.
Oh,
I guess.
goddamn 70-year-old gonna cut and these niggas
He gonna
listen.
regulate, huh?
Man,
Because of his name.
nah, that ain't happening.
Damn.
Everybody that put in work for him is
Dead.
senior citizen.
Senior.
Okay.
Hey, yo, stop. Niggas on cane.
So a bunch of senior citizens
It's gonna regulate.
is going
Like the show. What's the movie? What's the movie? Yo, with Jim Brown.
with
in it?
old head.
What's it called, yo?
What is that shit called?
Yo,
What is it called?
What is it?
Jim
With
Brown
the
in a
old
minute,
heads
yo.
hit the streets again.
Oh, I forgot the name of that movie. Too.
Y'all know
Original
that's
Gangsters?
OG, original gangster.
Yo, that shit hilarious.
That's
yo.
what they gonna do. They
So
gonna
Larry Hoover and his crew gonna hit the street
Go hit the-
and get that shit together.
That's hilarious. Larry Hoover come out of
Old
jail.
ass gonna get hit in the mouth.
Correct. Then.
Yo, but yeah,
Shout out to that show though.
I
Actually,
brought-
that show I was actually watching that show before I left.
So
But I'm
IMAX
gonna go
theaters?
check that out.
That's
Finish the
funny.
show.
But I'm bringing
the
that
free,
up.
The Free Larry Hoover show. I'm gonna check that out.
I'm bringing
yeah,
it up
Drizzy.
because I really wanted to hear your take on that because I knew you was gonna have an interesting take. I already knew you was. That's why I threw the alley oop out there because I already knew Freeney gonna be for the bullshit. He gonna speak his mind. He feels though you bringing Larry Hoover out, but we could be doing a whole bunch of other things for like these young guys that's doing things like the content complex. Somebody could come help us and come free us. Come free us.
Just talk about that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I get it. It goes back to BMF, like why we keep glorifying these same old shit, the same old ideology.
I wish Ham was here. I know Ham would have went crazy.
He'd be like, what?
Yeah.
You not the OG, yo. No, yo, I don't know.
Ham
Yo,
would've
Freeney.
went crazy on me, yo.
See, I'm not gonna do that to you, yo. I just want you to speak your mind. I'm not even really here to argue and debate. Man, everybody see me and you debate a million times. So
Right.
I'm really not even here to. I just wanted to, get a piece of your mind, show everybody what Pseudo Killers was about, and let everybody know what your new endeavors, what you about to get into. Now you see
But
the complex.
but see, that's crazy.
I think you bowling right now.
Yeah, because that's me though.
Mhm.
Like I say unpopular shit.
That's
in
what
the
you
hood.
do. You've been doing that shit for
It could be
a
a
long
million killers. Say I'm going
big
to say
time, niggas.
the same. But if it's stupid to me, it's stupid. I don't care. You can't make stupid slick to me. Like
Mhm.
what?
That's
It's
what,
stupid.
that's why I fucks with you. You gonna
Yeah,
speak
man,
your mind.
so,
It's the way I am.
My
I'm-
client sit in my chair. They could be biggest drug there. I'm telling them they stupid
Like, yo, you dumb as
the
shit.
whole time.
Why is you doing
Yeah,
that? Why would you even do some shit?
the
Like
whole time, and they gotta take it. What,
Freeney will challenge
what they
you.
gonna do?
Freeney
what it's
likes to
about.
challenge you, yo.
You gotta have an opinion, man. Speak it. I mean, that's what it's about. Everybody got their
And
point
somebody
of-
gotta tell them. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like somebody gotta tell you the truth.
Got
Because
to.
most motherfuckers not.
Like because at least you can't say, yo, I didn't hear it.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I didn't hear it.
I ain't no yes man.
Yeah, if anybody, right? Every time you got in trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up or whatever, whether you was getting locked up, whether you was getting in trouble in school,
Mhm.
whatever, blase, you could be sitting in a motherfucking bullpen or in the fucking teachers and in the fucking principal office. But in your mind, you like, yo, motherfucker already done told me.
I shouldn't have. Yeah, I already been knew. You already knew.
I knew that.
And
you feel me?
But you wind up there, like you say, in the principal office.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's
and
like,
they got to call your mother. And you like, God.
It's so
you ready to
bad.
run out of that
It's so bad out here now. It's like, yo, I be scared that people really didn't hear the right thing sometimes, right? Or they didn't hear it in so long.
They might have not. They might have not.
Oh man.
Some people, want to stay in somebody's pocket and they want to stay up under them motherfuckers and take their juice from them. They don't want to really tell them the real because they don't want to lose their friendship with that said person or whatever. Everybody befriends people for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Some people befriend you for loyalty. Some people befriend you for respect or for respect from others. They might, if I'm hanging with this nigga, people gonna fuck with me more. You know what I'm saying? So, you just gotta know, you gotta know who you befriending out here also. You gotta know who you allowing in your circumference and, in your inner circle and, letting them know your thoughts. Like I fucks with Franny because Franny will let me know his thoughts. Not even on no, like barbershop shit. I'm just talking about like on some personal shit. Like even with this, he'll tell us, he telling us some shit that he don't even really have to do. He could just be like, man, I don't know, yo. You could tell us anything. But no, he type nigga that walk you through certain shit that really try to help you. But a lot of niggas don't do that. A lot of niggas be having the juice or having to be the source, which is call yourself the source, but won't divvy out the information.
Right.
They just keep all the information. What is information good for, yo, if you're not gonna give it to others? Like, what is knowledge if it's not being
that's how you learn.
Spread it to others.
That's how you learn. I guarantee you, in 2 months, Chad's gonna be showing me something.
That's how I go.
I ain't even know.
You be like, yo, damn, yo, I didn't even know you could do that.
Right. You just
might tap into some other shit that you ain't.
You just give people the keys
and keep it going.
Yo, you can't absorb everything. Yo, many minds working together is better than one. You feel me? Like it's always, you know what I mean? Everybody got a different eye. Somebody is gonna see something that I ain't
That's
see
the
or
whole
look at
point.
it from a different angle. Yo, you could actually do this with the program. Like it's gonna be something that's gonna blow my mind. I already know it. Cause that's just how the shit works.
That's the same thing you did to him.
Yeah.
You showed you something. You like, oh damn, for real, that could do that. I watched it. I'm about to freak this shit.
Freak it.
Sometimes, but some people have trouble with getting advice and wanting to ask people for help or just taking help or taking advice and don't want to listen to what you got to say. Like, you might be giving somebody, giving people some real talk with telling them what they, they can help them out, but some people just don't.
That's what this show for.
Like, I don't even want to hear none of that, man. Bro.
That's what this show for.
That's what a lot of, I think that's what we have trouble with is people just listening to each other. Like, yo, give me what you got. All right, cool. I'm listening to what's going on. You give some advice, or somebody just want to, tap off ideas. Some people just don't be into that, though, man. I mean, as people, some of us don't.
That's what this show for, yo. We in here, we about to be out in a second, but this show is to actually spread knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Information. I love information. I'm an informative person. I love information. So I love to get information and receive information. I like to just listen to Franny talk. A lot of times, Franny might be talking about some shit that I can learn from. You know what I'm saying? It might be some shit that I didn't tap into. So I'll shut the fuck up. If I really don't know, I'm into facts too. So I ain't into the type of just saying something and I can't back it up. That's not me. I'll just shut up. If it's something I can back it out, yeah, you're gonna debate and argue to the core. But other than that, I'll sit and listen and take that fruit in. You know what I'm saying? Take them veggies in and then absorb that shit and then make it into my own, put it into my own routine, put it into my own brain, and I give it to somebody else. That's why I said people should watch Pseudo Killers, because I'm actually learning shit from Pseudo Killers. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it's just entertaining. Yeah, we love to be entertained. We love to laugh. We love that shit. But I love to meditate and listen to some shit that I can, take in. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things from Pseudo Killers. What up, Dino? A lot of things from Pseudo Killers you can take in. That's why I think everybody, especially from our demographic, 40-year-olds, even 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, but like, far as our demographics from 35 to 45 type shit, this is the type of information we need to be putting out there so you can talk to your children about. Man, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Look, the Pseudo Killers, we got a show. We also got a dope ass we got our own Discord server.
I just signed up.
Yeah.
I just signed up.
Discord
I'm in there. They
server.
chatting now and that
Yeah,
shit.
it's dope. And we read material.
Free shit
Like,
too.
Free shit. You can download, books, articles. You know what I mean? And whatever topic you talk
From like the information that y'all spewing and giving, y'all can look it up on your own.
we giving out the information.
Dope.
Whatever. If you want to continue the conversations that we having, you get in the Discord server, and we'll talk to you for weeks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like a private chat. You know what I mean? You could do video calls, conferencing. Matter of fact, I think you should do one for your show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
On a Discord.
Yeah, a Discord. You make your own Discord server. I can hook you up. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
We can start you one
Let's do that.
where your audience could actually talk to you.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Get down with you. You know, they can, give you advice on the show or
Personal shit.
everything.
Yeah.
You get to do it all.
Yeah.
Like if the show over, but they want to continue the conversation.
I still got questions, y'all.
Right.
Still got,
You know
what I
what
mean? Yeah.
And they want to pick your brain.
I
on
like
certain
that. I like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that shit
You know
is
what I mean?
dope. Discord, yo.
Yeah, Discord.
That's
server,
that
you know
shit
what I mean?
right there.
Definitely. It's like you having your own social network with the people that consume your content.
Your core.
Yeah, the
Your
people
core.
that's into your content, they can constantly
And they can give you ideas.
and they give you ideas.
You know what I mean? You could, you know what I mean? Bouncing
You
off
like
each other.
Telegram too? Telegram cool too. Y'all ever
I
had
got Telegram. Mhm.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
Telegram. But that Discord shit different because it's like a lot of elements to it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I seen it when I
Hashtags.
was looking. I'm like, damn, you can do all this shit on there. I'm reading all this shit. I'm like, that's a lot. I thought it was just an app, and I didn't know what it was. Shorty said, "What's her name?" The poet. CK said, "Man,
CK set the whole
She
thing.
invited
Yeah.
me. I just said, I
She a
accepted it.
computer whiz.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
she had that shit set up.
Yeah, set
I'm
up.
already in the chat. I'm like, damn, this shit dope.
Yep.
But yeah, everybody check it out, and I'ma holler at y'all when I smile at y'all, man. Keep it a stack podcast.
Keep it a stack. Peace. Dang.
Heat Rock 410. What it is though. Take y'all on a journey. Notorious is glorious, victorious. Yeah, yo. I ain't asking for a friend, I need to know myself. And if you never ask, how would you know yourself? It's crazy how your parents know you more than you know yourself. Growth is good, it's important just to know your wealth. Don't let them take advantage like niggas who speak Spanish and you don't speak a lick of it. The game will make you trip a bit. Street money is cool till you get sick of it. And all that bullshit that come along with it. Make sure you stay on your square and keep a strong pivot. Cause them cruddy buddies, they'll do you ugly. And why every female favorite question is, do you love me? And if you knew better, baby, you would do better. And once you know better, you would show better. Most men want a housewife, but me, I love a go-getter. Your ex pussy wet, but that new pussy be so wetter. No lies detected, just get high and accept it. Go ahead, talk to him, y'all ain't beefing like that. Come on, Doug, why you being like that? Man, let's keep it a stack. Why you say it if you ain't mean it like that? And when you say him, you ain't give him no rap. Man, let's keep it a stack. You ain't gotta say you gon' be right back. Stop bluffing, shorty, keep it a stack. Once you start something, you can't just leave it like that. Finish the job, homie, keep it a stack. When I was coke dealing, the rules was no squealing, no stealing from your mans and no feelings. For these hoes, that's just gonna mess up the guap. 10 toes down whenever you on your block, or even when you ain't. Don't know 'em from a can of paint. Just be loyal and trustworthy. You ain't gotta be a saint. A lot of y'all be geeking, backstabbing and sneaking. Nose clean during the week, but they dabble on weekends. Oh nigga, I be peeping. Your niggas might be sleeping, but I was trained to tread water in the deep end. Jellyfish sting, but them sharks will bite your head off. Run up on you while you park, get the dumping, then they slid off. The hood know who did it. Now let's see if your homies with it, or your name die in vain cause one of your homies did it. Ain't no reason to kill your man over a kilogram. How you thinking y'all fam, then spin you like a ceiling fan. Go ahead, talk to him, y'all ain't beefing like that. Come on, Doug, why you being like that? Let's keep it a stack. Why you say it if you ain't mean it like that? And when you see him, you ain't give him no rap. But let's keep it a stack. You ain't gotta tell me you gon' be right back. Stop bluffing, shorty, keep it a stack. And once you start something, can't just leave it like that. Finish the job, homie, keep it a stack. while I'm still rapping at 40. Well, let's chat about it. First of all, my life's amazing. Let's get that about it. Wife is blazing, and her kids get the life savings. Follow the drip, nigga, my ice glazing. Yo, FSO, in the best that flow. Bars, storytelling, visuals, cadence and concepts, content, impact. Yeah, the boxes is all checked. I just need that one song. Yeah, that one song. And I could clutch the earth with just one palm. Never anxious, look in my eyes, I'm dumb calm. They either gon' walk with you or you gon' run for them. Either way, you gon' have to let your heater spray. Lose yourself, might even have to put that weed away. Now that's a lotto, that's my medication. Gotta stay high, yo, till a nigga die, yo. Album out now, hit the link in my bio. Go ahead, talk to him, you ain't beefing like that. Come on, Doug, why you being like that? Now let's keep it a stack. Why you say it if you ain't mean it like that? And when you say him, you ain't give him no rap. Man, let's keep it a stack. You ain't gotta tell me you gonna be right back. Stop bluffing, shorty, keep it a stack. Once you start something, can't just leave it like that. Finish the job, homie, keep it a stack.